We're recording.
Alright guys, welcome to Friendship Society of America. This is our second episode, and we're going to talk about Rebirth today. DC's new titles launching in June and over the summer. But before we get into that, I would like to talk about we had a voice actor for Star Wars that passed away today, and he means a lot to a lot of us here, so his name was
Is this me?
Eric.
No,
it's not.
It's just him.
I was getting a little emotional, and then you jumped in there,
Yeah,
man.
it's
This is
just
the
him.
death of a voice actor, and you people are laughing.
Alright,
Well, it's
that
not-
was all Mitch.
It's not him. It's just Connor's love for Admiral Akbar. Like,
Yeah, okay, thanks for spoiling it.
Like,
Alright, his name was Eric Barusofeld? Probably
Wow,
pronounced-
you love him.
Wow.
You fucking don't
So
even know
much
how to
love.
say his name.
So much.
Dude.
You cold.
Fucking
So
horrible.
cold.
You he means so much to me. His name is Eric fucking word.
Eric Foghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Alright.
You can be my Leghorn.
I'm not gonna even attempt, I'm sorry guys, to repronounce
It's Bowersfield.
Oh, there's no I!
It's Bowersfeld. Sorry.
Bowersfeld.
Bowersfield.
I looked at it quick, so I thought it said Bowersfield.
Okay. Well, anyways.
The Bauerfelds are going to be pissed off when
There's,
they hear this.
yeah, the Bowerfeld. We apologize,
Yeah,
Eric
we
Bowerfeld's
apologize.
family. If you actually listen to this, we don't mean any disrespect.
It'd be funny if it was actually pronounced Bowersfield.
Yeah, Bowersfield.
Like,
Or like almost like
that was the right pronunciation. Like,
Then we,
Or what if it was
then we
Bowersfield?
triply, quadruply. We should have worked.
Why was it like pronounced like
Connor, you
really
should have
like
practiced
out
his
of
name before
context?
saying something.
You know, like Bowersfield.
Wowers.
Bowersfield.
Can I finish my moment, please?
No.
no.
Anyways, he was the voice actor for Admiral Akbar in Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and from 1922 to
There are
2016.
extra outlets.
And, okay, we found an outlet for a charger.
Yeah.
Back to this guy. So, he made up half of Admiral Akbar. The other guy's name, I'm sorry, escapes me right now, but he was the puppeteer and animatronics in both those said movies. But this guy, if you're in Star Wars in any role, you're immediately like some sort of celebrity to all those fans. You could be in one scene for 10 seconds and be remembered. But this guy is special to all of us because he's the guy who voiced the line Return of the Jedi, "It's a trap," which I'm sure you guys have heard numerous times, made into numerous memes. So it's
I've
like,
never heard of it. Like,
Wow, what a legacy to pass down for the ages. I'm a meme.
he's like, in my eyes, he's like the first meme. Let's be really.
To be fair,
Ripping memes.
Let's be fair.
he was one of the first memes.
was he?
So-
Ripping meme.
I mean, it
Yeah.
really depends on how you look at it.
So, I would have liked to looked at my Admiral Akbar action figure today, but that's at home sadly. So
You would like to look at it at a podcast?
You should have.
no, not here. I just
I
want
bet you- I
to
bet
look
you-
at it to remember.
I bet you
him.
you look at it and then you sit there fap to it and then you're like, and then you scream before you come, "It's a fap," and then just let loose into your sock.
Connor, you should have drove home
No,
2
Ryan,
hours.
no.
Connor, you should have drove home 2 hours so you could bring
Yeah,
it to the
2
podcast
hours,
and be
so I
like,
could
all right,
be
guys,
like,
I'm going to explain
"Oh,
my
yeah.
General
Eric,
Akbar.
thank you.
I can explain it over an audio podcast.
You have to take all your Star Wars figures and bring them with you everywhere you go in case someone dies.
Yeah.
You know,
So
that's
then
like
you-
100 figures, Harry.
You gotta always carry
Yeah,
them with
I
you.
feel like
just
that's the
in case.
minimum, too, for like how many
gotta-
figures
You
there are
must
for
fap
Star
with
Wars.
each one of them.
You gotta look them in the
You
eye
must-
and give them a slight gentle kiss.
You must
Goodbye.
Connor, you must perform a honorable bukkake on each one of them.
This is getting so weird right now.
Hey,
That's
you
gross.
do this to yourself.
Yeah, man, you
Because I couldn't pronounce a last name.
It all started from, can't say Bowersfeld.
Bowers.
Marisfeld.
Guys, it's been a long day. I've been up since 5:45 this morning.
Same
I'm
here, man.
sorry.
Dude,
I
I've been
fuck-
up early too.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to be up by 10, but I slept till like 12:30.
Yeah,
Went
good
to
for you,
work.
Joe.
To be
Good
fair,
for
I had
you.
one class and then I slept most of the day.
I had.
Yeah, guys, I'm really tired right now. I'm
Alright.
sorry. But
Fuck
anyways,
you, Connor.
Rude. God damn it.
guys, we're the Friendship Society of America.
Making comics great again.
Making comics great again.
Wait.
So, let's
Let
actually
me-
talk about Rebirth now.
Let me rephrase. Fuck you. Gently.
I will walk you home gently, Mitch.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to listen to all this stuff, all shenanigans, every episode. We aren't taking anything out of these.
Nah,
Good old
fuck that.
shenanigans.
I think you know what was really funny. We didn't even introduce our names again, just in case if new viewers
All
are
right.
watching. Because you know, every podcast you should introduce yourself regardless if you've seen the first episode.
I'm Mitch.
No,
Not
my name is,
this stuff again. This happened in the previous episode.
my name is Keisha Fabo.
I'm Alex Powerfield.
It's Eric with a K.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
I'm Listerine.
He's
I am Shaquille O'Neal.
Alright, so now so you can actually know who we are.
I'm Shaq Fu.
Well, I'm Shaq too.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't know you guys were brothers.
Yeah, man.
Shaq Fu and Shaq Fu 2, man?
Yeah,
We're
Shaq
brothers, and now we fight each other.
Damn, son.
Fu. With our dicks.
The heart of the cock.
Gently touch tips. You roll a dice to see if you slap dicks. You roll a 1. You gently caress each other's tips with each other's dick.
Dude, if we
I'm
rolled
uncomfortable.
a perfect 20, we'd be like jabbing each other.
With cocks.
You'd be stabbing each other with your penis.
Yeah, but
Alright.
Anyways, my name is Ryan.
Alright. I'm Connor.
I'm Harry.
I'm Harry.
that was Mitch did this last time. That was Mitch. The last voice was Mitch.
And I'm Joseph.
Alright.
I'm also Harry.
I'm also fuck
Fuck yo.
fuck you.
Fuck yo.
Fuck.
Yo, fuck yo.
So DC Rebirth, hey.
Alright, DC Rebirth.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Spider-Man v Superman.
Did you just say Spider-Man versus Superman?
Yeah.
No, he said Batman v
I'm
Superman.
pretty sure he said Batman v
He
Superman.
said Batman v Superman.
Alright, guys, I guess I'm just tired because I heard Spider-Man somewhere in there.
Batman v Superman v
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
no,
v
that
Cricket.
was last time. We talked a lot about that, so you guys should watch that episode. And maybe if you want, maybe if we actually get a viewer base someday, and you want to hear more about that, we can do that in a future episode.
We can talk about how Superman, Batman were big men and they fought.
Big burly man.
Big burly
They got
men.
the
They're all oiled.
Oh, there was a lot of dirt. I don't know about oil.
That could be. I mean,
It's mud wrestling, if anything.
yeah.
Because it rained a lot in that
It
movie.
did rain a lot.
So, they were doing Mexican mud wrestling.
You know the
Why
California.
is
You know the
It
California.
was
No.
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the California drought that happened like last year?
Yeah.
That was because of Batman v Superman. They had to get all that water from somewhere.
R.I.P., dude.
Yeah, they had
There was a lot of water in that movie.
And California's still in a drought. So
Oh, they are?
They're always in a drought.
Oh, that's true.
They've been in a drought since the 70s.
Oh.
Well, you know what? They won't be in a drought of DC Comics this summer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember during the DC... Speaking of the DC Rebirth stream, he made a joke about how they're in a drought. Because they're in California.
Was that Jim Lee that said
Yeah!
that? yeah,
Jim Lee made a drought joke.
Yeah.
In like the beginning of the stream.
What a
So,
Jim Lee was like
what a
doing
perfect
stand up
segue.
half the time in the.
Yeah. Like
All
he
right.
actually did.
Alright, let's take a side note. Before we get into these titles, let's talk about the live stream.
I thought the live stream was so funny.
So, for those of you guys that don't know, for Rebirth at WonderCon 2 Saturdays ago,
I was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got
alright,
to
Mitch may or may not have been there.
You cannot confirm or deny.
Is there breaking news?
Dude,
Is there
my
breaking news?
AMV made it into the finals of TorCon.
shit.
Oh,
Oh,
my
shit, when?
god.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I got the oh my god, the finalist list came out. Oh,
Okay, I need to.
sorry. This is
Why do you want to share with our viewers, Ryan?
Wait, hold on,
Okay.
hold on.
Do you want to plug your video in?
John,
Ryan?
you explain what's
Yo,
going on
I
right
got
now.
in too.
Yeah! Okay, so Joe and I we made
Oh, shit, I got that.
AMVs, which are anime music videos, for TorCon, which is an anime convention at Rochester Institute of Technology, and we just got the thing that I made it into the finals,
So,
and so did Joe.
Yeah.
so you're both in the finals. So will they be showing those at
Yes,
this?
they're gonna be
TorCon?
showing them. Yeah.
Frick, I should have.
So will people? So will people be
What
like
was-
voting on them
Did you
there?
make one?
No.
Should have entered mine, the one that doesn't exist.
Will people be voting
Wait a
on them at the
second.
convention?
Yes, people will be voting at them at the convention.
I hope Joe's
So,
winning, though.
People will vote there. But you can
wait.
watch my AMV on
Did
my
you
YouTube
see
channel.
Did you see the attached finalist list?
Yes.
So how many people are in this finals list?
All right, I gotta see this. It's loading.
And do you win some like?
You can win a prize. There's
Big
different
anime
sections.
series.
There's comedy and parody, action, upbeat, romance, drama, and trailer, and or other.
Are you guys in the same category?
No.
No, I'm in action,
I'm in.
and he's comedy.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
in
it was
comedy.
not romance?
Wait, what the hell's?
No, he decided not to put romance for that one.
Damn.
But yeah, no.
When you received. Oh wait. Okay.
So
There's
okay.
apparently an ID number that you're given.
Okay. What's my ID
I
number?
don't see it. Oh, maybe we didn't get in.
Maybe. Oh.
Please
Wait,
don't
hold
tell me
on.
that. Hold on. No, I got another
We're
one. Sorry.
announcing the finals for this year's.
No, it says
Big
you're
Green.
selected. If you're receiving this email, it's because you have been identified as an AMV editor from the Northwest region. So yeah.
Wait, let me see.
I got an email. I got another email saying that I had. Sorry that we're holding up the podcast.
Oh no, this is breaking news. Breaking news.
Someday we'll talk about Rebirth.
Yo, what's up,
Someday.
Nick? If you guys want to talk about Rebirth, go ahead. But
Fucking next year.
Freaking rip! I don't think I got in.
you didn't get in
I don't think so.
because this is the second one I
Wow,
got. I got
all
two
that hype
emails.
for nothing.
Did you get it?
No, Ryan
I got-
still
I
got
got-
it.
I got-
It's not all for nothing.
Yeah, I got
half the
that
hype.
email and that email.
I will have to keep you posted.
All right, yeah, because I said
Keep the audience.
it says
posted.
local AMV showcase your
We
selected.
need to know.
So that's what mine is. That tells me I'm selected.
Yeah.
Friggin' feet.
So
Yeah, I need to-
there you go.
Do you got
So,
a on
stay tuned to see if Joe actually got in our next episode.
you? Look at it, Harry.
but-
This is what you rot. And what?
Mitch,
Yeah.
simmer down.
You can say that, man.
Nah, he knows.
So Ryan, where can people watch your video?
You can go on my YouTube channel. You literally type in Ryan Kohler, RyanKoller
Hashtag.
in YouTube. No, fuck you.
Hashtag 420.
and you literally just it's a Evangelion one, so you
Neon
can click.
Genesis
It's the
is
only
a
anime. It's the only anime. Sorry, it isn't the only one because there's the Beginner's Guide to Anime, which has Cory in the House on it, but that's not really what it is. Because then the other one is anything else that's other anime related. It's obviously the AMV, and you should watch it because then more views for me. That's cool because people like it then.
It also has my sex tape.
So the more views.
There's just
That's like a non-existent
It's just sex
thing.
tape. It's
I
just
mean,
sort of like kind of like suitably.
And also,
innovative.
you know what? I'm hoping that I can get more views on mine than Dan already has. Dan's already got like 1,000 or some odd views. Like he's at
Dang, man.
1,800, and I'm like, can I have like 1,800 views on mine? I
I've
went
got,
from
like- I've got like 350.
I've got
mine.
52.
Well,
So
Speaking of
viewers,
52,
if you actually
speaking of
exist out
52,
there, help Ryan out.
Yeah, I got like 52 views.
but speaking of 52, that's no longer a thing for DC. Now Reaper.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
Full circle.
the WonderCon,
Wait,
the live
guys.
stream.
My drink's
Mitch,
empty.
Mitch,
No, I actually want that water.
we are
Please.
You're not-
we
you're
are
not
trying to
getting
stay
it.
on topic.
Okay.
now. So
Focus, focus.
But I'm thirsty for DC Comics. No, anyways, back
all
to
right,
Reaper.
all right. The live stream, WonderCon, like 2 Saturdays ago, there was a live stream, and Harry was the only one who actually watched it live out of all this. I was at work, so I had to watch it later. But
I
Harry, can
watched
you
it.
tell us how you felt while watching it live?
It was fantastic. Why are you touching me?
I wanted to embrace you.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. I really hope they do more stuff like that in the future. It was like I just love watching live streams for like big events like this, and I really hope that the comics industry as a whole embraces this kind of, being more in touch with their fans and sort of connecting closer with the fans by doing events like this
Yes.
because it was so cool.
Yeah, and I really liked how when they're showing art, like, we all saw it on the live stream, but there were portions where the audience at WonderCon, like, saw it on a screen that we didn't see. It was really funny to listen to their reactions while, like, Jeff Johns and Jim Lee and all those other guys were talking, and everyone go, whoa! And they're like, oh yeah, you guys like that? And they just continued talking. And yeah, like Ryan said, they made a ton of jokes, especially Jim
It was
Lee.
surprisingly really funny.
It was funny, so I would encourage you guys to check it out. It's like an hour and a half. Like if you go on DC's YouTube page, you'll find it. It's like an hour and a half. It will say 2 hours. Just fast forward like half an hour because they had this like giant half-an-hour countdown at the beginning. So yeah, it was really cool. Check it out. And now we're gonna go into all the titles. We're going to talk about the creative teams and everything. Yeah.
Before we do that, I just want to mention the thing about the countdown.
Yes.
That was really frustrating because they did 2 30-minute countdowns.
Why?
Wait, are you serious?
There was a 30-minute countdown, and as soon as that ended, another countdown started.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
I didn't realize that.
It was a countdown to when the stream starts, and then a countdown to the event starting.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was a good
Were you there
time.
for both?
Yeah.
And then
almost
also, it was worth it though because that opening montage of all the panels
Oh,
and
so
stuff was,
cool.
and the music they played with it was really cool. But anyways, to the titles. All right, so first off, everything's going to be $2.99.
Which is
Everything, which is awesome.
I like that.
So, all one shots, $2.99. All monthly series, $2.99, and then there will be some series that will be 2 issues in a given month, twice a month. So it'll be $2.99 for each issue. So a lot of DC stuff is the $3.99 price point right now. So you are spending $2 more.
You didn't make it?
I didn't make it
All
because I
that
just
hype
realized
for nothing.
it says
Really?
the local AMV showcase. So I can have my AMV showcased, but I'm not in the competition.
Oh, that's lame.
That's what I just realized, because
Not
at first
even
it said
mine
you're
made
selected.
it.
So I thought, oh shit, I made it in. It lied to me. Sorry, guys. I am
Yeah, there's like an
disappointedly
ID
angry.
number or something attached
Yeah,
to the
I didn't get
PDF.
an ID number. Sorry for
So,
disrupting.
anyways, to DC.
Yeah, sorry. Go back to DC.
All
Sorry.
right.
I apologize.
Anyways, just watch those videos. Anyways, they're probably awesome, and I probably should have seen them. So I
11
can say they're
hours.
awesome, but
11
I'll
hours.
take everyone's words for it. 11
That actually
hours.
sucked
Wow.
balls.
11 fucking hours.
All right. But anyways, you know, if we are considered F-list celebrities at this point, you can meet
F-list.
these guys at
Yeah!
TorCon.
Z-list celebrity.
Or
Z-list.
Flower City.
Way to
Luminous
degrade us from
Fire,
F-list
Hall
and Z-list.
Gamer 66,
We-
46, fall
Yeah, and
hard.
also we will be at Flower City Comic Con in Rochester
Maybe.
the day after.
Maybe.
So,
I will try to
yeah,
do
Harry's a
something.
maybe, but a lot of us
Mitch,
will be.
are
I
you
don't think
actually
I'm
getting
gonna
your
be
ticket?
Brian won't be, but Mitch, Joe, and I will be.
No, wait,
so.
whoa. Don't fucking make assumptions. like we're
You
go-
said you wanted.
Maybe.
You know what?
Well, the thing is also it depends because people that are going to TorCon, it really is it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's hard to, like...
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be... Like, I would love to go to Flower City, but if I
Because
I'm gonna
can't,
be
I
hard.
can't.
because
Okay.
with TorCon in the way,
You know.
it definitely complicates everybody with what they're gonna do.
Plus,
How
Well,
about we talk about this after?
we're
the
gonna talk
Yes.
about this
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Let's do
We'll
it.
talk about this
Podcast
later.
Rebirth.
Okay.
afterbirth.
No.
Unbirth.
Rebirth. Shut
So,
up.
my question, Connor, is like, how come they're listening to this podcast instead of just watching the video?
I'll fight you.
They can do both.
Do
Both
both?
at the same
Maybe
time.
they just want to hear what we think about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
You meme.
So
Okay,
alright, so
can, Mitch, can we talk about Rebirth now, please?
No.
we have to wait
Okay,
till the
so
next episode.
we were just talking about how DC Comics is $3.99 right now for most of their series.
Right. So yes.
$2.99.
No.
Once a month.
It will be $2.99.
Currently, it's $3.99.
Currently $3.99 for most of the series. So the point I was getting at with the
Used to be
$2.99.
$3.99.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch.
I will frickin' I will rub lipstick on titties, so shut the fuck up.
Okay. Wow. Big threats being fired.
Big
Okay.
threats being-
So to get back to where we were, Joe, thank you for reminding me. So DC, most of its stuff is $3.99 a month right now. So yes, when I say everything's $2.99, there will be some series that are twice monthly, so you get 2 issues. So instead of like that $4 price range, you will be going to 6, but you're getting double the content, and you'll be getting arcs much faster. So I consider that, worth it.
I consider that a plus.
So that doesn't really bother me, maybe. So let's get into it. So Rebirth is not a reboot. DC has done several reboots, most recently the New 52. So this is not a reboot. It's more of getting back to what makes these characters enjoyable and what are the characteristics. What are the classic things about them? And if you have read Green Lantern Rebirth and Flash Rebirth by Jeff Johns, it's going to be sort of in that way of reintroducing the new character and everything that was great about them before.
What the fuck?
Mitch, stop fucking fake crying.
So good, though.
He's
But these delicious deals.
Mitch, what the
These
fuck?
delicious-
You're crying.
Yeah.
He actually can make himself cry. Like, Mitch can forcibly make himself cry.
I
didn't know that about Mitch, but now I do.
Yeah, he's fucking producing waterfalls over here. He's fucking Niagara Falls.
Yeah, what the shit?
I'm
All
just
right,
like Connor's
continue.
mom pussy when I walk in.
Mitch, all right, Connor,
Well, we lost my
continue.
mom as a viewer on this podcast.
Continue, please.
Goodbye, Connor's mom.
R.I.P. dude.
Okay. So, to start out Rebirth, to sort of bridge the gap between the New 52 and Rebirth, we're getting a one-shot by Jeff Johns. This DC Universe Rebirth special. And sticking with everything, that's $2.99. This will be $2.99, and it's also 80 pages.
And it's not going to be filler either.
Like, it's
Not
a full
filler.
80-page story.
There's like not 20 pages of a story and the rest all bullshit filler.
Is there
It's actually an 80-page story.
80-page story.
And it's just...
And the cover, guys, just Google this. It looks epic. It's got a lot of DC characters, and they're reaching out to like a hand. We don't know like what that hand is.
I
Who's
really
it?
hope it's Superboy Prime.
It's...
Like,
Superboy Prime.
I have my fingers crossed.
I bet
that's
you
who it
it's
is.
like that one painting where like the two like people laying there and they're touching each other's... They're about to touch each other's fingers.
Yeah.
You know, I
All
bet
right.
you it's just that.
No,
Well,
no, no,
honestly,
no.
this
Have
is
you
who
seen it?
I think it is, and this.
Wait, didn't you watch the live stream?
Yeah, I watched the live stream.
They showed
Right,
the
it's
cover of
this.
that.
I know.
Like there's
Yeah.
the hand.
Yeah, it's like, you know that one painting where
Well,
like...
that's what it's like trying to evoke, like that.
Yeah.
I know.
Sort of idea.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know.
God.
But,
Theory. That
they
hand
touching
is
God.
Jeff
Yeah,
Johns'
touching
hand,
God.
and then Jeff Johns is
That's his
reaching into
wiener,
the
actually.
characters and pulling them into
His
DC.
wiener's
And
just
it's
like
like,
that
all right,
big,
we're
like
gonna
a-
shape you up.
No man, it's gotta be Superboy
Yeah,
Prime.
he's about to... They're about to grab God's wiener. That's actually his penis. That's definitely not a hand.
All right.
Conspiracy
All right.
confirmed.
Let's recap
Avoiding
here.
hand penis.
We got 3 theories here. One, that it's the hands belongs to Superboy Prime. Another, that it's Jeff Johns pulling them into
The
Rebirth.
Pulling them into DC headquarters.
DC headquarters.
And then-
Okay.
And then they become sentient into the what that they are just created. And they're like, oh
That's
my
what
god,
Superboy
what?
Prime is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
what?
what Superboy
So
Prime
that's
is.
what Superboy Prime is.
Yeah.
Like they're like aware that the DC
Superboy Prime came
comics
from a
exist.
universe where he's Superman, but there's no other superheroes, and DC Comics is a real thing. So he reads about the other characters, and then he goes to that universe, and people in his universe read about him in the comic book.
That's
And he
What the
turns,
fuck?
he
Yeah.
goes apeshit, turns evil, so then he
great.
returns
Yeah.
to that his original Earth that he
Like
came
it.
from, and everyone like fears him because they read about him in the comics.
oh.
Wow.
Maybe it's the Joker because we're gonna find his name out in Justice League 50. I'm
That's
just kidding.
true.
No, it's not. It's
Uh,
it's not going
All
to
right.
be.
Well, here is my theory: is that it's the New 52 Superman,
Mm.
because they Jeff Johns like there might be a death of a major character, maybe not. And I think there will be a death, and I'm thinking that it's the New 52 Superman. And for those of you guys who are kept up on titles,
I'm so sorry
Lois
to
and Clark with the DCU spin out of the New 52, it has the pre-New 52 Superman, and he's the main character in that story.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it more, but basically in all of the other Superman titles, it's all centered around this pre-New 52 Superman as the Superman, as the main character, sort of, for like Action Comics, Superman and stuff. And there seems to be no pre-New 52 Superman. Like, they're clearly advertising that this is not the New 52 Superman. So I'm thinking that he dies, and pre-New 52 Superman takes over that role, wears more of the classic costume kind of thing.
I have a theory of what I think it's going to be.
Sure.
I hope it's not death of New 52 Superman. Because
He might
that'd be
lose his
kinda
powers,
weird.
maybe.
No,
No,
I mean
they
just
already did
loss
that.
of him at all.
I know. But
I'm hoping it's like a merger between all of the current characters and their pre-Flashpoint versions. Well, like those two worlds sort of fuse together, and you get a merger of the two characters' histories. That way, because if they killed off New 52 Superman and just replaced him with pre-Flashpoint, he would lose all of the relationships he has to everybody on that Earth. Like, he would not be friends with Batman. He would not be friends with Wonder Woman. He wouldn't know anyone on the Justice League. They'd have the same faces as his friends, but they'd all be completely different people.
that's true.
And just like, what would happen to Lois Lane? Because I know he's married to a Lois Lane. Would the other one just, like, also die? Like, would they kill like all these other characters?
Maybe she just fucks off.
Like, does he just
goes
fucked
away.
on
insert himself
Superman.
into?
She fucks on Superman.
Does he just
But she's
insert
not
himself
fucked off
into
after she
Superman's
dies.
life?
Yeah.
Like,
It'll be
His wiener's
interesting.
too big. He's gonna be like,
But with
She's like, I don't get that Superman as steel dick anymore. So.
yeah.
And then she just leaves and walks on the beach.
She just like
sadly.
collapses, just like,
She just withers away into nothing. I can't have that super dick no more.
and then
just
she like
dies.
disintegrates like into the beach, like that gust of wind kind of bullshit.
That's just an assumption.
And then like
you
a
know?
soft, careless whisper is like Superman's dick.
well, on that note,
That's our speculation, but
That's an interesting thought.
yeah, it's
to think.
interesting. We'll have to find out what happens, but I think this will be a good jumping on point for people. Like, I know it's number ones, and there's like
Ryan,
the whole point that it's not
Ryan, I
a.
don't like this.
All right,
Ryan, please.
yo, can you
Okay,
guys stop
anyways.
touching each other over there?
Hey, I'm not touching shit besides my laptop.
Okay.
I'm touching nothing but Joe's dick.
So, Mitch.
Yeah.
No
I'm
whispering,
fucking
please.
whispering. What the fuck?
Everyone can hear you.
Do you want me to show the class?
Yes, please do, Mitch.
I was seeing Terry's tabs, and they were just like 3 of them are fucking like literary London. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
That's his homework.
Was it?
no.
No.
Hey, how
Okay.
about we talk about Rebirth?
Yes. Can we? All
The whole
right.
reason we're here.
Yes. Back
Um,
on track.
I thought it was literary London.
So for the Rebirth special, okay, so it seems like all the characters are gonna be coming back. I would assume. I mean, he did say there was a death of a main character, but other than that, all the rest of the characters
Maybe it's
are
Jeff
all
Johns.
gonna stay alive, right?
Yes.
From the New 52 stuff.
Yeah, it seems like it. I think what we're gonna get, like, even though this is not a reboot, and I still think, like, even though they're going to number ones and all that stuff, and be like, but it's not a reboot. I still think it's a good time for people to hop on if they haven't, because
Yeah.
I think most of the titles are going to have these Rebirth one-shots, which I think will establish the new status quo of these characters.
I agree.
I'm actually a little confused about that. So are these just tie-ins, or do they contribute to the
Basically,
Rebirth
what
story?
happens is they'll come up before the number ones for each series.
Yeah.
And so you can almost treat it like an issue 0 almost.
For
It will,
each of the
it will
series,
say
yeah.
like Rebirth, like Aquaman Rebirth number 1, and then it'll be Aquaman number 1 or something, like, or Rebirth special. It'll have some sort of difference with the title a teeny bit.
Pretty
Yeah.
much all the Justice League characters have
All the
rebirths,
Justice
right?
League characters, not every title beginning, but most titles are.
Yeah.
And a lot of Justice League ones that are like starting in June that are twice a month, they'll have that issue come out first, then the official number 1.
Yeah.
So, my guess is that it's the status quo, basically,
Probably,
of
yeah.
where that character is at that point, and this rebirth kind of thing.
It's like the Batman Zero
I'm really excited
for New
for all that.
52 that costs like $400
Really excited
on
for
my
you.
comic list.
So,
Oh. Well,
Or my
we're-
comic shop.
yeah,
I'm
Alright.
really excited. I'm really excited about all this that's coming out because there's a lot.
there's a lot.
There's a ton.
So, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, I mean, we could just go through the list now.
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
assuming we can
let's
go through
dive.
the list now because we talked about the 80-page one.
Right, the 80-page
shot.
one. So, the first thing we got is Action Comics, which is being reverted back to its original numbering. And so they're going to add all the New 52 issues to it as well, as
So it's
if
gonna
it
be
was
like-
never starting at number 1 in the New 52, basically. So it's gonna
like 957, right?
Yes, so it's going to start with 957, and Dan Jurgens is back writing it,
That's gonna be
which is
exciting.
really awesome. He wrote a lot of Superman stuff in the 90s. He's written other stuff. He's the one who did the Death of Superman storyline.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited about that.
Mitch would like this. He created Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Yes, that is also true. He did
Booster
create Booster
Gold.
Gold, and
Booster
yes,
Gold.
Mitch, you love
It's my-
Booster Gold.
It's my man.
Our
It's my
sly
boy.
janitor boy.
Yeah,
Man.
that's like the only person I read from DC. Like, no fucking joke. It's like I'm not into DC that much. Like I'm not like I didn't get into that nice what is it? That nice gold mine of DC to like explore. You know.
Now you can with Rebirth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now I
I
can with that $3.99 deal.
That $2.99 deal.
$2.99. Oh shit, $2.99 deal. I gotta go. I gotta go get it.
It's not out.
It's not out yet.
And he's back.
That
made it into the thing.
Well, all right.
Woo!
All right,
Busted
so
the start
yeah,
already.
that's the
Then
thing.
Mike stole
Mitch, are you gonna read some of this stuff when it comes out?
No.
Great, awesome.
It's like that reminded me of the magic conch from SpongeBob. No.
Are you gonna like wait?
I'll probably wait it out, see what people think, because it's just like I don't read a lot of DC, like I said before, and it's just like what happens if I don't like it or like I'm not really into it, and I'm like, you know, I paid $2.99 for this. I could have easily got a candy bar from the C store.
Although to be fair, you also don't read singles.
That too. I read volume books as well.
He reads the paperback.
But
trades.
the advantage, so I would encourage people, if you want to like get into getting singles, this is a good time to do it. But if you want to wait for trades, this is actually still a really good time for that, because you have a lot of books, like we said, that are being published twice a month. So you're going to be getting the trades twice as fast as normal.
Yeah.
Or are they just gonna like do the standard wait times and you'll just get twice as much content per trade?
That won't happen.
No.
No.
They'll just pump.
I
out
think
more
they're just going to
Oh,
pump them
I
out
see.
faster.
Okay.
They'll just pump
Which-
out more volumes.
Which
faster.
for me, like I'm not like Harry or
Harry.
Ryan and get a lot of things in singles. Like I get some stuff, but not nearly as much
I
as
didn't
these guys
start
do.
doing that until I met Harry.
To this
Yeah.
fucker.
I hate you.
He's a bad
I-
influence.
So rude.
I hate you because I love you because I got into getting singles and I started to appreciate them. But then I said, God damn it, now I have to get everything in fucking singles. And it hurts my wallet so much.
If I can collect in singles, I can, but I don't mind getting them in trade either.
Yeah,
Same.
I'll get trade ends.
I mean, I used to be exclusively trades, but then and I had done some singles, but I had kind of stopped for a couple years, and then again, Harry got me to get singles again.
It's always
Uh,
Harry.
I don't think I
You
need
realize
to.
the way.
I don't think I
But
need to
the
disclose
thing
my
is,
source.
You won't break me, Harry. I'm
The
a strong-willed man. No, yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, Harry didn't break me completely because I do get singles now, but I still get trades. Like I don't get as many singles
I mean,
as
same with
Harry
Ryan,
and Ryan
like-
do.
I mean, Ryan still gets straight.
Like,
I get both.
so. Yeah, see,
like Harry told me he's gonna get like every number one for this,
That's
would
the
that
plan.
mean like
and I will not be doing that.
What?
Because by
I'm gonna get like a couple of series that I'm interested in, and then I'll just wait for word of mouth and trades and everything for others. But anyways,
Yeah,
back to the titles.
So then there's Action Comics 957, which we need to talk about.
Right,
Which is
so-
twice monthly. It's written by Dan Jurgens, and it's coming out June 8th. And it looks awesome. I'm excited for that. What about you, Joe?
I'll probably pick it up.
You'll pick it up?
I haven't read much Superman besides Death, but I would like to.
I mean, this is the guy that wrote Death.
yeah,
so-
this is the
Yeah.
guy that wrote Death.
And this is also this is also going to hit issue 1000.
Holy shit,
Right,
yeah.
and because this is twice a month, it will hit
This is
1,000 in a little less than 2 years.
Yeah.
That's easily reachable.
That's
Plus,
completely
everyone
cool.
loves Jurgens, so
Note
he will
to self.
probably be writing it.
Note
Yeah,
to self, do
I hate
not
that
have
guy.
heart attack in 2 years.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
die. Don't die.
friggin' first series to hit 1,000, like, I don't care if you are like a huge Action Comics or Superman fan or even Jurgens.
It's going to
Just get the first series to get to 1,000. Just do yourself a favor and buy that issue.
Buy that
It's
issue
going
at
to
the very
become
least.
very expensive.
Very
It's
fast.
gonna
Yeah,
be-
at least you could
Or-
sell it later if you wanted.
It's going to become a very... I feel like that's going to be a collector's item when it hits issue 1000.
It'll be definitely a collector's item. And I would encourage people, even if you like are unsure about Action Comics, at least get 957 as well, because it's the first time since New 52 it's reverting back to its original numbering. So that one won't be nearly as valuable as 1000, but it'll still have a decent value someday.
Someday, yeah.
Um,
Like, freaking Snyder's Batman for New 52 is like $230 on my comic shop.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's expensive.
Right, so
That's-
that will
That's
be
like CGC graded 9.8.
Yeah.
You can get it for like $60 on Amazon.
Yeah.
still that's a single.
That's still
That's still good.
that's still a lot of money.
But this is the point where it's not a reboot, because if you go and look up the picture for the cover, it's got Lex Luthor in a Superman sort of armored suit, and that was teased on issue 51, I think, of Justice League.
Yeah,
And so, like, some things will carry over a little bit, and if you read Lois and Clark, this is sort of spinning out of that too.
It's everything's carrying over. It's
Yeah.
the Rebirth is a continuation of the New 52. It's not a reboot or anything.
Right, it's not a reboot, but I
It's
don't know, like,
everything that happened in the New 52 still happened. They're just retconning older history into it as well.
Right. All right, that's the perfect way to explain it. The pre-Flashpoint or pre-New 52 stuff will get retconned into it somehow. But that's why you got to read that one shot that comes out May 25th, and those Rebirth like specials that will have the status quo kind of thing, hopefully. So and then for whatever reason it's not on my list. Maybe it's further down, but Action Comics 958 will also be coming out in June because this is going to be a twice monthly series, and it shows the Lex Luthor and Superman suit and Superman fighting Doomsday. So that seems awesome. A lot of stuff going on the covers for this Action Comics stuff, so it sounds like it's going to be like classic Superman, which
Also,
is pretty cool.
Something that I really like about this cover is if you look at the costumes, they all look more classic. Like look at Hal Jordan. He doesn't have those like the lines. It doesn't look like armor. It looks like a superhero costume. And like Wonder Woman has like the gold and stuff. These are like more classic
Instead of the
versions.
silver.
They're more classic versions of their costumes and stuff, which I appreciate.
Except for friggin' Superman doesn't have his red underwear. But
He does.
Superman's
nah,
it's a new costume.
It's like a
but
wrap. It's still a new costume. It's not like the belt from the New 52.
But it's a very nice difference from the New 52. He doesn't have the collar. He doesn't
Right,
have
it's not like the armor.
The
It's
Jim
not like
Lee
the armor.
lines.
Yeah, it's not like
it's
the
not
armor.
armor. This is a costume.
Right. So it's
And I
still
really
pretty.
like that.
Parasite looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, I told Mitch that he looks like Parasite.
That's bad.
Dude, don't refer me to Connor's mom.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Wow, now my mom's
boy.
left
Now
this
she
podcast
really
twice.
left
She's just gone.
She's like, oh, maybe they won't make fun of me again, and then that just drew the fucking line.
Yeah, man.
Connor's mom is just gonna hate you, Mitch.
Or love me.
No, she
FYI, she probably will never even listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
but
so there you go.
I can guarantee you that my mom's
Alright.
not going to listen to this.
Same.
Oh, I thought you said like I can't.
She doesn't even watch Oh Baby a Triple.
No.
And
So, Action Comics seems
No.
pretty cool. So now we're moving on to Aquaman, one of my favorite characters.
Si,
Close
senor.
second behind Superman for me.
I feel like you and I are probably the most excited for this, I would assume. Or maybe Harry.
I mean, Harry's
Yeah,
gonna get
how
everything.
I don't know, I'm sure
Harry's gonna get
really
everything,
excited.
but I'm super pumped for this. So, Aquaman, I got into with Jeff Johns' New 52 and really liked that. And I've read some older stuff. I'm currently collecting Peter David's run from the 90s, which I've read first couple issues so far, and it's really good.
Yeah, I got into Jeff Johns' New 52. That's what got me into wanting to read Aquaman. So, and it was really good.
Yeah.
What makes me interested about this, though, that gets me excited is because I love Dan Abnett as a writer. I think he's a fantastic writer. So when I found out that he's like writing Aquaman, I got so pumped. And apparently he's writing Aquaman since issue 50.
49.
49. Okay, so he's been currently writing Aquaman since issue 49, which Harry's been
Which
reading.
I bought and read. That's why I'm excited.
Yeah, is it good?
Yes.
Like, were
No,
they-
it is
really
good.
good.
I'll talk
I
about
lent
that
it
in
to
a
Connor.
minute.
You read them too.
Yeah.
Was it a much better like story so
Yeah,
far?
so basically, for rundown for Aquaman, starting with the New 52, Jeff Johns was amazing. Most people who read it really liked it. Then we got, oh shoot, I'm blanking on his name, Jeff Parker. And I did not like Jeff Parker. I read almost all of his Aquaman stuff, and it was garbage.
How rude.
Just like Dark. We're gonna die.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
And then
Sounds spooky.
Colin Bunn took over, and I haven't read his stuff yet, and people were giving him shit about it
Really?
before it even came out.
Yeah.
It's Colin
And Colin
motherfucker.
Bunn's a decent writer. I've enjoyed his stuff.
It's Cullen Bunn.
It's
not
Cullen
Colin.
Oh, Colin. Sorry.
It's Cullen. Culle.
Sorry.
Like
Colin
Colin.
Bunn. My bad. Colin Bunn. And he's written some good stuff. And
Yeah.
didn't he write Sinestro?
He wrote Sinestro, which is one of my favorite series that was coming out of Green Lantern's universe. Because honestly, that was like I thought was better than like even some of the Green Lantern stuff
He also
that was
wrote
coming out. He also wrote like
Deadpool.
he wrote some
He's written
Deadpool.
a lot
Uh,
of Deadpool.
He's
Yeah, he's written a
you know
lot of
I'm
Deadpool.
reading like his one series Blood Feud and all. He's Harrow County. He's writing tons of stuff.
He writes
He's-
a lot of horror.
He writes a lot of horror.
He's really good at that shit.
But he's just a really good
Did
writer.
he do Omega Men? Or was that someone
That's
else?
Tom King.
Tom King.
Sure it's not Colin.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll talk about Tom King in a minute, too.
But yeah, no.
Sure it's not the Bud
Yeah, no. Colin Bunn
Appreciate
is a good writer. It's just people gave him a lot of shit for Aquaman, which I think it would have been fine. I'm sure it wouldn't have been that bad because I believe in him as a writer.
I haven't read it yet. It's gotten mediocre reviews, but I don't know if that's just because of the
It's
negative
Aquaman.
stuff
I think it's
beforehand. So I'll
Probably
reserve my
was.
right to judge that till later. But anyways, he was so
I mean, he
fed
only
up.
wrote 2 issues, didn't he?
No, he wrote a whole arc, like
He wrote-
8
yeah, he
issues.
wrote a
Oh, he
whole
did?
arc.
Like 8
Oh,
issues.
okay.
He wrote 41 through 48.
Oh, okay.
And but he even left the book before the first issue came out because of all the people like giving him crap about it, which
Yeah.
sucks. So Dan Abnett took over for 49 through. He'll finish the series, which will end with 52. So 49's 50 out. Harry has bought those and read them, and he liked them. I borrowed them from Harry, and I really like them, and I'm gonna go buy them, and I'm going to get also 51 and 52 because they're really good. And it's actually gonna lead into the Rebirth storyline, because the first storyline has to do with Aquaman wanting to make Atlantis more like a world power kind of thing, like bridge the gap between the worlds. And so in issue 49 and 50, like Atlantis sets up like a whole embassy and everything, and it's really good. I still like Jeff Johns slightly better, but I mean, this is early on with Dan Abnett. Well, he's written Aquaman before. He wrote a couple issues in the 90s run that I'm actually getting Peter David's part of. He only wrote like 2-3 issues, whatever, until they switched writers. And I have no idea how that was.
Yeah.
But he's just getting into it, and it was a breath of fresh air compared to Jeff Parker. Or I should say a breath of fresh water. Something weird. That didn't come out right. Whatever. But yeah.
I think that pun just killed Mitch. Bye, Mitch. He's gone.
Bye.
That was a really bad pun. It didn't
That
even
was
work.
a horrible pun. Why would you say that?
I don't know. I really love Aquaman, guys. But anyway, so
I don't know.
My love of Aquaman compels me.
My love for Aquaman obviously
Good lord.
empowers me to just make a really bad pun.
yeah. So Black Manta's also going to be in the first arc, and that's my favorite Aquaman villain. Where did Mitch go?
Hey, he's come back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want him to smash into the door while you're talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
So, yeah, so I'm excited for that. So we're gonna have this political aspect, and then
Oh boy, what we need
this.
politics.
No, it's cool.
No, it's cool. It wasn't overdone in it, and actually, I will say this: I want to see him write more like of the character Aquaman, but he's bringing back some things that not even Jeff Johns brought back in his run. There are some parts in 4950 that actually tied back to like Jeff Johns stuff, and in this Rebirth run. Do you remember that restaurant in the first issue that Aquaman eats at, and everyone's
Yes.
like, why are you eating fish and stuff? Well, he's going to take Mara there in the first issue of Rebirth, and she's going to eat clam chowder for the first time.
That's awesome.
So,
I
Yeah.
love that part. That was like one of the best parts.
it's
of
like
the
a
entire,
2.0 of Jeff Johns' run. And then also, he will be working with Jeff Johns to do the Rise of the Seven Seas that was teased at the end of Jeff Johns' fourth arc, which ended with issue 25. And that was going to be like Justice League, but then things happened, Darkseid War and stuff, and it got pushed. But that's going to come out in Rebirth. I don't know if Johns is co-writing or not. It seems like it, but at least it'll be ideas. But seemed like it was going to be like Throne of Atlantis or another like Aquaman Justice League crossover story.
Mhm.
But Dan Abnett is also, he's writing Titan Hunts, which will go into Titans. So it could possibly turn into a Titans Aquaman crossover, which would be, I think that would be cool.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Sorry, I was just shaking my head no because Mitch was about to turn off the lights.
Oh, okay.
I was
I thought you weren't happy about Titans.
No.
that.
I'm good with Titans. I'm just not cool
Don't
with
do
Harry.
that.
Sorry, not Harry.
Harry,
Fucking Mitch turning
I'm
off
so
the lights.
sorry.
he's just a boy.
So, but
Don't do
anyways,
that.
Ocean Master's gonna be in it again and stuff. It'll be cool.
Ocean Man.
But
big brother
The thing
man.
that I'm actually most excited for this
Take me
Rebirth
to a
series
web.
is Mara. Because reading issue 49 and 50 of the current Aquaman series, I feel like Dan Abnett wrote Mara better than even Jeff Johns did. Mara was beautiful in those 2 issues.
Yeah,
Would
she
you
was
agree,
really
Harry?
cool.
She was
I'm excited to see more of her in the next series.
top
I'm
notch.
telling you, she's a pretty girl.
So, Aquaman's Rebirth one shot will be coming out on June 8th, and issue number 1 on June 22nd. It'll be twice monthly. So now we move on to Batman.
Batman.
So we have
Blood
Rebirth
Man.
#1, the one shot coming out on June 1st. It'll be co-written by Tom King and Scott Snyder. Snyder did the recent New 52 Batman run. And Batman #1 will be June 15th with Tom King as the writer. So this is also another twice monthly. What do you guys think about Batman and Tom King?
I'm super psyched. Tom King is a fantastic writer. He's coming off of Grayson and Omega Men and Marvel's Vision series, and those are all phenomenal.
Yes, and Tom King's a newer writer, and he's a former
He's an
CIA
agent.
agent.
Oh yeah, they made a joke about that like
And-
40
Working
times.
CIA.
Like, that's
So
sort
cool.
of why they wanted him for Grayson. And now he's doing Batman. So he even says he's gonna like, I can use my skills for this, like my experience.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, my skills to write the world's greatest detective.
yeah, so that's
The
really
CIA
cool.
skills.
He like go around the office dressed as Batman, be like, just like chokeholding people. Like I use my skills.
So, and I mean, he's co-writing the one shot with Scott Snyder, which is cool, and Scott Snyder's given him his blessing basically. So that's cool.
I think he'll be great. I mean, I have no problems with Tom King writing.
Oh, yeah,
so.
he's a
I haven't
so
read any
good.
of his stuff yet. I'm pissed because I want to so
You
bad.
should probably get to read some Tom King stuff
such a
because he's
good
really
writer.
good.
I think I want to start with Omega Men, to be honest, because you said
Omega
that was
Men's
really
really
good. I might actually pick up that in trade when that comes out.
Yeah, I read Vision, so
When does it come
the
out?
Vision was really good.
I don't know. I don't
And,
follow trade releases.
So I was
Thanks, man.
really excited for.
Yeah.
Thanks for the.
So I'm really
Uh,
excited for that.
Anyone else want to say anything about Batman?
There was really nothing much that
Yeah.
I could think about because they haven't released much of the story or anything
Commissioner
like
Gordon
that.
has his mustache back.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
not.
that's right.
He's
He has
not
the
in that
mustache right
Robo Batman suit with like a
Yeah.
mohawk.
Well, no, that arc ended anyways at 50.
It was
Oh, it did. Oh, thank
yeah, but he
goodness.
didn't have a mustache.
Well, why did you say thank goodness? You didn't like it?
No,
like the non-must.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I did.
Well, I didn't
It
like
was
it at
kinda
first, but
rude.
I didn't
Like-
like it at first, but then I grew to like it.
When
I
I was
loved
reading
Yeah.
Batgirl, I see I think it was like issue 48 or 49. I saw Gordon with like the weird haircut and like the no mustache. I'm like, wait, who is this? And then she goes, "Oh, hey, Dad." I'll go, "Wait, that's Commissioner Gordon."
Yeah. The thing for me is, I do like Scott Snyder's run of Batman. I do like Scott Snyder as a writer. It's just, a lot of people rave about that run, and I can't say I can rave. I liked it, but I can't rave about
I'll
it.
rave. I'll pull out
I
the glow
loved
sticks
it.
and start.
I know.
jamming.
I'm in a minority. I know.
I love
but-
it. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
wonderful.
Duke Thomas is going to be in this too.
Right.
And he's
The
gonna
new
do it.
Robin, and he was if you guys read those Futures and one shots, he was like a Robin in that, and he was also in he was introduced in like what, Zero Year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sort of
he
done.
I can't wait because I think it's about time Batman got a new Robin, to be honest.
Yeah.
Damian Wayne was hit and miss for me.
I love Damian.
He's a little
And he's not going away.
No, he's not going away.
Batman has like 3 Robins now.
Yeah.
He has
but-
Duke Thomas on the main series. And then Tim Drake is coming back as Robin for Detective Comics.
Right.
And then Damian is going to be Robin in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm really excited for
So
all
I'm
that.
excited for that. Yeah.
So which one's
All
the
those
hotter
are, and
Robin?
also I like all of them as Robin. I like all 3
Oh.
Robins.
I
I think they're all good.
Well,
in their
there's
own
4. We got
respect. Oh, there's 4.
there's now gonna be 5 main Robins. There was like some others in like
No, I thought we
stories
just
like
said,
Dark Knight
I
Returns.
thought
But
we
you,
just said 3 Robins.
oh,
there's
well,
3.
total in this.
It looks like there's going to be 3
I thought
people.
you were talking about like all the Robins. Like
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no, no,
no,
no.
no.
I'm
We're
just
talking about like right now.
we're still gonna have Red Hood and Nightwing.
Yeah,
Well,
they're,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
but
Red
they're-
Hood and Nightwing.
Yeah,
Tim
I mean,
Drake
just-
and
Tim
Damian
like-
are still going to be going by Robin.
Yeah,
Right,
and then
right, right,
and then
right.
Duke Tom.
And we don't know
Right.
exactly what Duke Thomas is though.
Right.
Right.
And it
Like,
seems
Snyder said that he's going to be in he's going to be fulfilling like a Robin type role, but he might not exactly be.
wasn't
Robin.
he in that like Robin series that was a
We
bunch
Are
of
Robin?
like
Yeah,
We
We
Are
Are
Robin,
Robin.
and then wasn't and that crossed with like the Robin War. I forget what
Yeah,
that series
was
was
that was a
called.
big crossover event that,
That crossover.
happened.
Yeah.
So and it was essentially like Robin, son of Batman, and
Red Hood.
We Are Robin,
Red
Red
Hood,
Hood,
yeah.
and
So
Grayson.
he might not be a classic Robin, I guess. It could be more along that vein. But yeah. So that segues into Detective Comics. So that also will be reverting back to its original numbering, plus Snyder's new... Or not Snyder's. He did Batman. I forget who wrote Detective Comics. It had a couple different authors, I think. But it would be like the same thing as Action Comics, where it's almost like the number 1 didn't exist, so it'll continue numbering. So that will start with 934, and then also in June it will have 935. And so that is written by one of Joe's favorite authors. Joe, would you like to talk about that?
James Tynion IV. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right.
Yeah.
James Tynion IV is he wrote like Batman and Robin Eternal. He like helped with some issues of Batman here and there. He also writes Constantine right now. He co-writes that with, I forget the other person, but he's also written like independent series like Cognetic and The Woods from Boom. Though I am currently reading The Woods from Boom, and that's incredible. He's a great like atmospheric writer, which is why I think he'd be great for Detective Comics.
So Detective Comics is going to be like a team
story. That's what it seems like.
So we have Batman. We have, as you mentioned, Tim Drake as Robin. And
it looks like he's still going to be going by Red Robin. If you look at the emblem on his chest, it has 2 R's.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. And then we're going to leading the team with Batman will be Batwoman. And then we'll have Clayface, which is sort of hinting at, is he really reformed kind of, character now or not? And then there was one person else, Cassandra Cain, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I don't know, who is she?
She's a former Batgirl from pre-Flashpoint continuity.
That's right.
And they reintroduced her in the New 52 recently.
So will she be... She's the blonde Batgirl, right?
No, she has black hair.
She has black hair? I thought... Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something else then.
I'm thinking of Stephanie Brown, who was at the top of the picture. Spoiler. The one in the purple cape. She was Robin for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. She was Robin for a very short time before she died.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so is she going to be in the series now then?
Yeah.
Too?
She's going to be on the team.
Okay, so it's going to be
pretty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
So
of them.
wait, she's dead. but
That
she's
picture
in the
looks so
comic.
pretty though.
Okay, yeah, I see the
They
2
faked
R's
her
for
death,
Red
but she
Robin.
didn't actually died.
I love the cover for this. This looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a really nice cover.
I love how it's a team too.
I know
Because I love how like in the New 52 how Aquaman got his own team, the others. So I love how they're doing this.
Red Robin.
Bat family team.
Yeah, I know. I know. Batman and Robin Eternal like set some stuff up for this Action Comics, specifically 26, like introduced a character or something. I can't remember exactly.
And I love
what
how
it
it's
was.
not like all Batman's like biggest like characters from his family. It's not like all the Robins.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know, you got Batwoman, you got Clayface. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for this run.
I don't know how I feel about Batman working with a restaurant.
I don't get it.
He works at Red Robin. He works with Red Robin.
Oh.
Red Robin.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. Anyways, all right. The next series we got here.
That took a second.
That took a
Yeah, that
second.
did take a second.
There's a Red Robin 15 minutes from my house.
Oh wait. Oh, was there All-Star?
Oh yeah, this podcast is sponsored by
That's
Red
down
Robin.
lower.
Oh, is
That's
that lower?
that's
Oh,
lower.
okay.
We'll get to
Okay.
that. So we got Flash, which will be written by Josh Williamson, and he has never written anything as far as I know for comics. He's definitely new to DC at this point if he's written anything else. But the thing is, he's gone to several of the bigger Comic-Cons, and he talked to some people at DC. He's like, yo, I have this awesome Flash story, and I really want to tell it. And they're like, yeah, that sounds pretty awesome, man. We're going to hire you. So, one, that's a really cool story. So if you ever want to get into the industry, it can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Just
And
present a really awesome fucking story
I know, right?
that will make them go, huh? That sounds pretty cool.
So it will also have the one shot, and then it'll have the number 1, so twice monthly starting in June. And the story premise for this one is there's like another like lightning cloud that goes over Central City, and it strikes numerous people, giving them their speed, connecting them to Speed Force and everything. And Flash has to train them all, except for there's one that goes the villainous route and becomes a character called Godspeed. And he's wearing this like white and gold suit that's really cool. You guys should Google that, look that up. Kind of reminds me of Zoom's costume on season 2 of Flash, in a way, except for like the mouth area. But it looks awesome. Looks like it's going to be a really fun story. So, anyone have anything else you want to add to Flash?
I most certainly do.
Go
Tell
for
me.
it, Harry.
One of the things I was most hoping for with Rebirth was fulfilled with the new Flash series, because Wally West is finally in a classic version of his Kid Flash costume, and not that god awful silver one from the New 52.
He's still black, but he's got his classic.
He's got the
suit.
classic yellow and red look instead
Yes.
of the awful one that they came up with in the most recent run of the Flash.
I'm curious how they're going
Gross
to.
looking.
I'm curious how they're gonna like retcon all that stuff with Wally. I don't know. They might just avoid it and keep the New 52 version.
It's going to be the same character from the New 52.
Yeah.
He just has a much better costume.
I like
yeah.
that the writer is like a really big fan of Flash. It's himself, so it's like so you're guaranteed it's at least it's written by a fan of the material itself. So
Right.
he's gonna treat it with respect, and it's gonna be really well done. I think
Absolutely.
everything that what he's shown, I was like all on board. I was
Right.
super on board with
Right.
him.
And then a word of advice if you do want to read The Flash. It did say in the June solicitations, I don't have that pulled up, I have just the master list for Rebirth pulled up right now. But it did say that in order to read the one-shot, I think it was the one-shot, because that will sort of lead into issue 1, I think, with most of these. But it said you have to read the DC special one-shot by Jeff Johns, the 80-page thing that we talked about, in order to understand what's going on in the beginning of the Flash series. You can't just jump on the Flash. You do have to actually read that first. You might be able to get away with some other series with not reading that, like, ahead of time. But this one, you absolutely have to read that first, it said. So I guess there's going to be some Flash stuff that happens in that 80 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Which Jeff Johns writes an amazing Flash, so that's super promising. So next up we got Green Arrow, also twice a month. Ben Percy is going to be writing it. I don't know anything about this guy.
Pretty sure he's currently writing the series.
So he's writing that like Deathstroke
Yeah, pretty sure that's him.
rival Green Arrow turned into a Wolverine kind of thing. Crazy story. I don't really have a lot to say about this except for that it's twice a month and Ben Percy's writing it, who I think you're right. I think he is writing it currently. Which I have no idea if that's any good or
Yeah,
not.
he's still writing it.
I don't know
Okay.
if it's any good either, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I do like Green Arrow, and I think he's a cool character. It's just I tried to jump in on it on the New 52, and
That's a big
bad.
mistake.
That was
The New
that was
52
bad.
Green Arrow's not that great.
It was
But
a bad start.
There's some really good older stories. Like, my favorite was Green Arrow Year 1, which is besides the New 52, his most revamped origin story.
And that was like 07, 08 that was written, and it's a miniseries. It was written by Andy Diggle. So if you guys watch Arrow, that's where Diggle's name comes from, and that's where his brother's name Andy comes from. So that's really cool fan service. I've read some other stuff of his of Green Arrow that's really good. Neil Adams, he's the one who did the Green Arrow, Green Lantern stuff. That like team up, that stuff was really cool. But I guess the one thing I can say about Green Arrow is it's not like Arrow in the New 52 where he doesn't have a goatee. He's getting his classic goatee back. Jeff Johns said something really funny at the live stream. He's like, all the good Green Arrow stories are when he has a goatee. So, you know.
And you know what's funny is that I never thought about it until like he said it, and I was like, oh,
It's true.
That is
I've
true.
read a lot of Green Arrow, and it's true.
that is very true. The next one I'm really nervous about.
Yeah, alright, same.
This is where I am extremely nervous because it's Green Lantern's Rebirth #1 and Green Lantern's #1. It's written. I mean, I like that the one shot is going to be co-written with Jeff Johns, but Sam Humphries is the other writer, and
Twice monthly, and
Sam
yeah.
Humphries is the only one that's going to be writing the Green Lanterns. So, and that's going to be with Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz as the main characters, which I'm okay with. I like those characters; they're really good characters, and I thought they were set up really well, even in the Justice League stuff and whatever. So I think they're really good characters. I'm just worried because Sam Humphries is such a hit or miss, and Green Lantern's one of my favorite heroes. So honestly, it's like I'm just so nervous that this is going to just end up becoming garbage, and I don't want it to be bad.
I didn't know about Sam Humphries till you mentioned to me, and then I watched the live stream, and he's never written for DC before.
He's written mostly Marvel.
Mostly Marvel and some other and he wrote something else for like Boom or something.
Yeah, but he wrote he did write one of my personal favorite Secret Wars stories, which was Planet Hulk. I mean, which was a really good one. But then you have like other ones like Weird World, which I know Harry doesn't really care for. Yeah. And I started to grow to not really like it anymore either because I started to read a little bit more and it didn't get better. And then so he's a really mixed bag. And I know Jeff is like really very very cautious and wants to make sure that the Green Lantern's still going to be good because that's one of Jeff Johns is like really like anal about who writes Green Lantern, but it's like Sam Humphries.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like I mean I'm okay with Robert Venditti and stuff like that, and I'm okay with like maybe like other writers, but I don't know if Sam Humphries was the right choice.
Yeah, and I'm sort of skeptical about the first arc, to be honest. Like, okay, so the main characters, Jessica Cruz, I've only read like the first half of Darkseid Wars, but I really like what I did read about her before that and Justice League and everything. She actually is becoming a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, she got what they call Power Ring, which is Earth 3's Lantern Ring, and that's how she was in Justice League, but she's actually becoming a Lantern. Simon Baz was introduced in the New 52. He was okay, and I think it's not that I don't like him. They just didn't do really anything with him.
He hasn't. I feel like this will be his good chance of becoming like a real like character.
Right.
They can mold him a little bit.
I kind of like how he had a gun too. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought that was kind of stupid. Like it's like
I thought that was hilarious.
Why does it? Yeah, like he could make anything in the world, but he
can make a gun with his Green Lantern with his ring. Why is he holding a gun?
Well, the thing that I thought is because he's a rookie, so he doesn't like understand everything. He's like, I can just make a gun. So I thought that was kind of like,
I don't
know. But the thing that worries the most about this first arc, at least, is the villains. And in the art, we have Larfleeze and some Red Lanterns. We got Atrocitus and Belize. And
they said, according to Sam Humphries, what he said during the stream was that this was going to be like Blackest Night, but for the Red Lantern. And it's going to be called Red Dawn. And I'm okay with that because I like the conflict between the Red Lanterns and the Green Lanterns. I always thought that was really interesting. I'm just really worried that he just isn't going to portray like the same kind of intensity that the Blackest Night had. Because Blackest Night was a really, really good story, and I lent that to Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe really liked it.
I think we've all read it except for Mitch.
I think Mitch is the only one that hasn't read Blackest Night.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
But it's like, I just don't think Sam Humphries is going to get that same feeling that Blackest Night got.
I don't think he's... Larfleeze, he might do okay with, but I'm
sure Larfleeze will just be a character to be in.
I don't think he's going to be a major character, but I think... I worry more than even the Green Lanterns in the story, the Red Lanterns. I don't think he can do them... I don't think he's going to do them justice. And I don't think it's necessarily his fault, because... The New 52 really changed the Red Lanterns a lot. They weren't just, like, rage completely. Like, they're able to think eventually, instead of just being rage monsters, basically. And there was a lot of development, and a lot of Red Lanterns were killed towards the end of the run before it was canceled. And even if they bring back some of those, I'm okay if they sort of retcon that. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't
care. But
care.
the thing is... They show Atrocitus and Bleeze like they're working together, and by the end of the New 52 run, they hated each other completely. They freaking fought each other, and there was like a Red Lantern Civil War and everything. And I feel like I love that run so much, and I feel like this could totally undo a lot of that.
I'm not sure because I haven't read Red Lanterns. I don't really care honestly because I wasn't like too big into the Red Lanterns as by themselves. Like I liked when the Red Lanterns were in Green Lantern, when they just showed up in arcs, or they were they just came into the story. Like I liked them like that. I didn't care for
then it would work better
solo story.
Right.
So this will be fine for me. I didn't read any of that stuff, so I have no attachment to that. So if that happens, I'm not going to notice or care. I'm just I don't know how, if Sam Humphries really understands the characters. That's my only concern, is that he might not know how to write these characters.
I feel like it's too early to tell.
It really is.
This is only
speculation.
This is speculation. This isn't definite. So I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna read it. I'm gonna keep my fingers as crossed as they can until like they snap and they're just like stuck like crossed forever. Like that's what I'm hoping out of this is that it's really good.
The-
I don't want it to suck. I
thing-
want Sam Humphries to do a great job. I think he can be a good writer. I just want him to be a good
Not
writer.
all the Red Lanterns like series was good, but when Charles Soule took over for the 4th and 5th arc, and it also crossed over some Supergirl stuff, I really, really liked it, and I loved like the Red Lanterns. Right now, are my favorite corps, my favorite corpse, and like I could read just Red Lantern stories from Charles Soule all day. They were so good, and Guy Gardner was a Red Lantern.
Yeah.
And he was sort of like their leader. Like, they didn't really have a leader, but he basically was their leader.
Yeah. I thought that was actually really cool.
And
when
it was
Guy Gardner
very
became
well
a Red
done.
Lantern.
Like, I normally don't really care that much about Guy Gardner. He's an okay character to
I
me.
love Guy
Yeah,
Gardner.
Well, it's not that I don't like him.
I
He
love
just
him.
wasn't my favorite Green Lantern. But he is my favorite Red Lantern.
I loved him in Green Lantern Corps when Peter J. Tomasi wrote him and stuff like that. Like, I thought he was really good. And I thought, like, his character progression from a Green Lantern to a Red Lantern was just really well done. So I give a round of applause to all that because I thought it was really good. And
Me too.
Robin Venditti did a really good job, like, taking the helms of Green Lantern Corps because I think he did pretty alright.
Yeah.
He really did.
Like, it wasn't great, but it definitely wasn't Peter J. Tomasi good, but it was okay. It was fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of Peter J. Tomasi,
That leads
Yeah.
into our
on
next
our
thing.
list.
Woo!
So, Superman,
Superman.
Rebirth one-shot, and Superman number 1 is going to be written by Peter J. Tomasi.
My dick was as hard
And
as a
this is
prosthetic
also
leg.
going to be the pre-Flashpoint, pre-New 52 Superman, unless there's something we don't know, like he merges
This
with
is actually one of
Superman. But yes,
my most anticipated.
yes.
Definitely.
Okay,
excited
so
for all the
please
Superman.
Oh, yeah.
share, you guys, what you're excited about with him.
You can go
I'm so excited for all the Superman titles, but like this team has such an awesome creative team. Like
Yeah,
this-
Pat
this book-
Gleason's art is great.
Pat Gleason's art is great. Peter J. Tomasi's an amazing writer. Doug Monkey's a great artist. Like, it's just all around, this book's going to be awesome. And it's about Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and his friggin' son is in this, and he's married to Lois Lane. This is the Superman I've been waiting to read for forever.
Mm-hmm.
So this is everything that's great about Superman, Lois, and Clark.
Yeah, I agree completely with Harry. It's just, I think Peter J. Tomasi is a fantastic writer. So, I mean, because I started off with, obviously, Green Lantern Corps is when I found out who Peter J. Tomasi is. And I have nothing but, like, positive things about him as a writer. So I think he's going to write probably a great Superman story. I'm really excited for this. This looks amazing. Everything about it just... I got really, really excited when I heard... Oh, God.
What else has he written recently?
Oh, God. I don't
He
know.
wrote
Really?
Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Oh, like just Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
he-
Patrick Gleason was on that with him, I think.
Yeah.
And Patrick Gleason wrote and illustrated Robin, Son of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like, I haven't read a lot of his recent stuff. Like, I think I only read the first arc of Green Lantern Corps.
You should.
So I gotta catch up on that.
You should catch up. It's really good though.
Should I catch up?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should catch up
Yeah, I
because
should
you.
really catch up on.
Or you should just read Rebirth and just say whatever to everything
It's
else
just
that we
say
read.
fuck it. Just say.
Just say fuck it with everything before in New 52. You should just read.
Yeah, fuck.
You should just read Rebirth at this point.
I
If you wanna get
honestly,
into DC.
yeah, you should.
If
That's a good hopping on point.
Mitch, you really need to.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could at least, like,
Man.
I don't know, man.
you at least could
You
just,
weren't
like,
in my life until this semester, man.
Why you gotta be such a
Yeah.
Marvel fanboy? God.
Yeah.
I mean, you could at least just get
Oh.
polls for, like, 1 or 2 series, even. You know?
I feel
I'm
like,
just kidding.
Not break the bank.
I am not.
I mean, yeah, at this point, Rebirth is probably the best way to get on Hoppin' and
I'm like a
and
image
hopping
man.
of the DC bopping in.
Get on the DC
But
train.
speaking of the DC hype train, Titans Rebirth number 1 is the next thing. And this is going to be a monthly one. So we'll get the Rebirth one-shot in June, and then in July we'll get the first issue. So this is spinning out of Titan Hunts, which is also written by Dan Abnett. And Dan Abnett will be writing this Titan series as well. So this is more of our grown-up Teen Titans, so to speak. It's going to be the same characters from Titan Hunts, so we're going to have...
So when it be
Donna-
adult
No,
Adult Titans.
adult Titan.
they're older, but not quite
Why do you
that
think they're
far.
called Titans?
We
It's
got
not Teen Titans, it's just
we
Titans.
got Dick
Yeah,
Grayson's
that's
Nightwing, and he's going back to the classic blue and black, not the red and black New 52 costume. and I guess he's not a secret agent from Grayson anymore too. So we'll have classic Nightwing back. We'll
I'm
have
glad.
Donna Troy, and I forget who else, Harry, who's going to be on the team.
We'll have Garth Aqualad.
Garth, right, Aqualad.
We'll have Red Arrow or Arsenal or whatever he goes by nowadays.
Mhm.
And we'll have Omen, who's like her name's like Lilith something. She's like a psychic. She's an old Titans character, and she
Yeah.
was in Titans Hunt, which
Yes.
is really awesome. I read it and it's amazing.
I read Titans Hunt as
Yeah,
well.
it's
super
so good.
It was a really
It's-
good series.
Connor, you need to read it.
I need to read it. Okay, cool.
It's-
I'll have to add that to my list.
Yeah. It definitely got me excited.
Yes.
So good.
And Garth he's gonna be Tempest, not
Yeah.
Aqualad. My bad. And he will also be in Aquaman, and that's why we're kind of thinking that the Rise of Seven Seas, instead of being a Justice, like it could still be just an Aquaman story featuring other characters. It could be still a Justice League Aquaman crossover, but since it's the same writer as Titans, Harry and I are leaning towards it being a Titans Aquaman crossover, like Tempest being bridging the gap. Anything else you guys want to say about Titans?
I'm excited. That's it.
All right,
like-
cool.
I'm excited
Now-
for, like that whole corner.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The Titans, Teen Titans, all that stuff.
So now we come to my most anticipated series, and Ryan is like so excited for this right now
Me too. This is one of mine. This is
This
easily
is-
one of the most anticipated for mine as well.
For you, and this is easily my number one most anticipated one. So this is Wonder Woman, and this is being written by Greg Rucka, and he has written a lot of stuff over the years for both Marvel and DC. The most recent thing that comes to mind that he written was Shattered Empire miniseries for Star Wars Marvel stuff, and but he's written Wonder Woman before, and he is one of the most popular, if not the most popular writer, and had the
He's the most popular, if not the most popular.
yeah.
Just literally just said. He's the most popular, if not the most popular.
One of the most popular, if not the most popular.
He's one of the best, even though he is the best.
Whatever, guys.
He is the best.
Greg Rucka is a really great Wonder Woman writer. I've read some of it. It's really good. A lot of people like his run quite a bit, and he's coming back to the character. And so we'll have the one shot, and then the first issues twice monthly starting in June. But the coolest thing about it is that the odd issues are going to be a current day Wonder Woman stories. Lies, I believe, is what it's called.
Wonder Woman, The Lies.
The Lies. I guess her lasso stops working to a degree. It also says that she went through a serious loss. We know she was dating the New 52 Superman, so maybe that fuels some of the speculation. We talked about that earlier. And then the odd issues, or no, that was the odd issue. The even issues, what I'm even more excited for, is Wonder Woman Year One, is what they're calling it. And if you guys have read a lot of DC, you know that Frank Miller, Batman Year One was like the first Year One story. I mentioned Green Arrow Year One. There's been a lot of Year Ones over the years, and they are all fantastic. You slap Year One on something from DC, everyone's going to read it because everyone loves it and eats it all up.
And it's essentially like their origin story, and it's kind of like this one's gonna solidify Wonder Woman's origins, which is gonna be really cool.
It's going to solidify her origin story. I hope they take. I mean, I won't be mad if they don't, but I'm kind of hoping they go back to her pre-Flashpoint origin, where she's like a baby sculpted out of clay, instead of daughter of Zeus. Fake.
I like her New 52 origin.
You do like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad, but I still like the classic one, I guess. We'll see. I won't be mad if they do keep her new origin
She's
story,
a clay
though.
baby.
I like the
I like-
sculpture baby.
I like the clay baby, too, man.
Yeah, clay baby.
In turn on the New 52, that the clay baby was just, like, a way to
Yeah.
protect her from Hera, Zeus's jealous wife,
Usually,
basically.
she was like sculpted
And
out
she
of
was
clay.
really daughter of Zeus.
This is news to me.
No
Um,
wonder she's got such a nice bust
Yes.
and a nice booty.
Nice
she's
bust.
chiseled out. She's
When she
chiseled
was
out
a
of clay.
baby?
The art...
she was literally, as a baby, she just looked like the adult version of her. She had the mentality of a baby.
That's
the,
weird.
the art is fantastic. Now, since this, I really like what they're doing with this. There's two different artists for the two different stories. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue with two different stories, or eventually after they'll have one sort of arc. We'll see what happens. But it gives the artist more time to make really good art instead of having to do 2 issues in 1 month. They just have to do once a month like normal. Liam Sharp is going to be doing the odd issues for the Wonder Woman The Lies story, and he was one of my favorite guys to listen to at the live stream. He's like, this is obviously the pinpoint of my career, and he seemed like a nice guy. And then Nicola Scott is going to be doing the Wonder Woman Year 1 stuff, and apparently she's been talking with Greg Rucka about doing this Wonder Woman Year 1 story for like over a decade. They've been wanting to do this. So I love when that happens, where they finally get to do a story that they've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And I think Greg Rucka, I don't know if he signed, I forget if he signed an exclusive deal to be just DC now. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I know some writers did, but yeah, I don't know.
Marvel?
But this is obviously, he's written some stuff for Marvel too. But this is obviously, or I shouldn't say obviously. I'm predicting that this is going to be really good.
It's red herring.
So anyone have?
You like young Scooby Doo?
Yeah, it's a pup. It's a pup. Scooby-Doo. Red herring. That's what happens when like the writer signs the contract, but then it's like, nah, man, I'm going to Marvel.
Yeah, oh god, that's fine. Anyone else have anything they want to add about Wonder Woman?
Super psyched.
Just
This is gonna be good stuff.
Looks like it's gonna be pretty
Oh yeah.
wonderful.
Nice.
I fucking hate you. Good.
So now we move on to July.
Pumped as fuck for this one.
So Batgirl, which I don't know if there's gonna be one shot or not. Maybe it's further down.
It is. It's right there.
No, that's
That's
Batgirl and
Birds of Prey.
different
That's different.
What do you mean it's different?
That's
It's a
different
team
series.
story.
It's a different series.
Oh, you mean just as a Batgirl one shot? Like
No.
Yeah, like the
She's not getting
Rebirth
a
one
one
shot.
shot.
I don't think
Oh,
she's
Like,
getting
she's
one.
getting two
think-
different stories.
Yeah, I know she's getting Batgirl and the Batgirl Bird of Prey.
Right.
But
So
I think that's it.
Batgirls be monthly, written by Hope Larson. I guess Barbara's going to be going on some sort of backpacking trip in the first arc in China
It
or
sounds like
something.
she's
I forget where it
Wait,
was.
what?
I think it sounds like she's going on a hiking trip with her friends. Like, oh, I'm going hiking.
I don't know.
Sounds-
Hope Larson.
sounds
I think
wonderful.
she's new to DC and a new writer.
That's the cover. It's literally her going backpacking.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Anyone have any? I think.
Is this for main Batgirl?
Yes,
Yes.
main Batgirl. It's the first arc at least. She's in her custom for some scenes, so she'll probably fight some crime along the way.
No, it's okay.
But not in Gotham, of course. I guess.
gonna
Hope
fight
Larson,
Paris.
I think is. I can't remember if she's a new writer, period, or if she's just new to DC. Any thoughts on Batgirl?
I've been catching
I'm
up with
interested.
Batgirl.
She has
with the
really
current
big
one.
hands.
Okay.
Big hands.
And I'll
You know what that
probably pick
means?
this one up
Yeah.
too.
Big
You'll
love.
pick it up,
Big
Joe?
giant.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
no,
because,
no. Big,
I think issue
Mitch,
50
it's
of
big
Batgirl
gloves.
comes out this
God.
week. So, no?
the vagina is her
Oh, okay.
big ass feet.
Yeah.
All right, so
God fucking damn it, Ryan. You're talking over me, you piece of shit.
Sorry.
Joe's gonna pick up Batgirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Batgirl
So
because
that's
I'm interested.
I'm gonna pick up Batgirl for a date.
all right.
Good luck.
So that's Batgirl. So then we move on to what Ryan just mentioned: Batgirls and the Birds of Prey.
You mean Batgirl and the
Oh,
Birds of Prey.
Batgirls.
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Guys,
Girls.
I'm sorry. It's
Batgirls.
been a long day. Batgirl and the Birds of Prey.
Batgirl.
So that one will be getting a one shot. It looks like it's monthly, and that's co-written by Julie Benson and Shauna Benson.
I'm really excited for it.
Are they related? I didn't realize
Yeah,
that
they
till
are. They're
now.
sisters.
Soul
Cool.
Sisters.
I think they're new writers as well. So the lineup for Birds of Prey, we got Batgirl,
Black Canary.
Black Canary, we got Huntress, and I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I'm really excited for that.
Really
That's gonna
excited?
be really cool.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
think
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I hope it. I
I think
hope.
it's the only one with like
It's gonna
two
be-
writers though too as well, right?
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple. It's one of the only ones though. Then we move on to the second Green Lantern title. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps is the name of it. It will be twice monthly starting in July. We'll have the one shot and the first issue. It is Rob Venditti, who's the current writer of Green Lantern.
I'm hopeful that it's gonna be great because I mean, I don't think Robert Venditti so far has really proved himself to be a fantastic Green
He's a
Lantern writer yet.
decent Green
He's a
Lantern
good
writer.
writer. He's not a bad one, but he's not a great one. He's had his hit and misses with arcs. Personally, I thought the Durlan Invasion arc was not particularly one of my favorites. I thought that was kind of, but I haven't read more than I have to read like his life equation stuff, and I also have to kind of get caught up with Renegade. But Harry, you said you liked Renegade?
What I've read of Robert Venditti stuff, I've really enjoyed all of it.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'm just I don't think it has the, I don't know. I feel like Robert Venditti's doesn't have, like, writing doesn't have the real pizzazz that I got out of Jeff Johns' writing when it came.
Well, that's
to
what I was
Green
just
Lantern.
gonna say. I've liked what he's done so far. It is hard.
It's
Whoever's
hard
writing to follow
It's
Jeff
hard
Johns.
to compare. Yeah, I know. I don't want to discredit Robert Venditti because he's doing a really good job, especially coming off the heels of Jeff Johns. Because Jeff Johns wrote Green Lantern
For, like,
since
over a
2004. Since 2004, he's been writing it since Rebirth, of Green Lantern Rebirth, and that was a really great series. And that's when I started reading Green Lantern, was New 52 Green Lantern, and then I read all the way back from Rebirth all the way to where it is currently. And I'm just very hopeful that this ends up becoming really good. If anything, I want this to at least be really good. If Sam Humphries isn't good, I want this to be really good.
This is gonna be a busy book because we got the other two lanterns we talked about in Humphrey's book, along with Larfleeze, some Red Lanterns
well, no,
and
the
stuff.
other two aren't in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
they'll
in the
probably-
other book.
They'll probably have like crossovers and
And
stuff
they'll probably
like
have
that.
crossovers, but this is going to have Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, and Kilowog and Kyle Rayner.
Cereal?
And then it's also going to have Sinestro. Has Venditti written anything about Sinestro?
Yes. Robert Venditti has written Sinestro, and apparently people, according to Jeff Johns, he's written some of the best Sinestro. Like, he's like, well...
I do remember that from the live stream, though.
He said that during the live stream. I haven't personally read any arcs yet with Sinestro in it, but Sinestro is going to be showing up in the next volume set that I'm reading for Green Lantern, so I'll see how his Sinestro is. But according to Jeff Johns says it's like one of his personal favorite Sinestros. So hopefully it's good. Like, I'm hopeful.
Right, and then...
I'm reading Cullen Bunn. And
Right.
Cullen Bunn's Sinestro is really good.
That's really good. I want to read the crossover stuff with the Lobo. Was that any good?
With Lobo?
Yeah, in that series.
I do not know.
Okay.
I've not read Lobo.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I know.
It crossed over with Sinestro.
Is it really weird to say I actually didn't know who Lobo was?
Yeah, that is really weird.
Yeah.
But it's okay because New 52 Lobo is really stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember any. I don't even know who he is. Like,
He's not.
wait,
the
was he
same.
even in like any of the stuff in the Green Lantern before New 52?
Before New 52?
I don't remember. If he
I
was-
haven't read him in the stuff, but I haven't read as much as you have.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't remember. I don't even remember Lobo ever being in it.
Lobo's amazing, though.
He's
Or old
like
Lobo.
he's in a lot of like
Old
single
Lobo's
issues
amazing.
of series fighting random
Kinda like
heroes.
Shadow.
Okay.
He's bad.
And then in New 52, he was in some Supergirl stuff. He crossed over with Sinestro, but it was like a different Lobo.
Oh, okay. And I know he's got his own series going on too, as of now, as well. He's
Right.
got his own spinoff,
Right.
but apparently I guess it's not really good.
No, but I was curious because it crossed over with Sinestro, and apparently like he fought Sinestro, and then he
I don't
was
remember.
Sinestro like got him to like hunt down Red Lantern or something. I don't know. I want to read it.
That's fine.
But anyways, we got a little off topic. But also,
That's fine.
in the picture for Hal Jordan the Green Lantern Corps, it showed I'll pull up the picture for you guys here to see it. But it showed if it will load. It showed the Guardians, and it looked more like classic Guardians. Now the Guardians were killed by Sinestro in the New 52.
Yeah.
And the Temple Guardians took over.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are supposed to be Temple Guardians or the original Guardians. All right, the picture's
I
not
want
loading.
to see
Ryan.
if it loads.
I found a picture of Lobo fighting Red Lanterns and Hal Jordan. That's Lobo.
That's him. Oh shit! I didn't know that his name was Lobo. Okay, yeah, I know who he is. Never mind.
Lobo's awesome.
I remember him showing up in a few issues. Yeah. No, never mind. I know who Lobo is.
My,
I don't remember why I couldn't remember his name. I just remember seeing him.
here, my laptop's not
Although-
pulling the pictures. Can you pull up the Hal Jordan Green Lantern Corps number 1?
Yep.
Oh, and we got Carol Ferris.
Star Sapphires.
Yeah, I'm really
Star
excited for that.
Sapphires, and then Sinestro's daughter, because she became a Yellow Lantern and Sinestro.
I love
But you look at the Guardians. They look. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks more like their classic clothes.
It's definitely classic. They're definitely classic Guardians. They're not
But I wonder if it's still the Temple Guardians. They just like got different clothes. I don't know.
They might have taken the cloaks of the Guardians of Oa, and then just kind of wore that.
I mean, I won't be disappointed with that. I kind of hope so. I hope they don't bring back the original Guardians because I was kind of getting.
They were assholes.
I was kind of getting tired of them being the assholes and dicks of every Green Lantern story. So when Sinestro wiped all of them out, I'm like, thank God.
Yeah,
like about time.
That shit always goes on throughout the entire series.
It got old.
It gets really old after a while.
It's annoying.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm really hoping it's the
I
Temple
agree.
Guardians still, because I actually kind of like the Temple Guardians.
I like the Temple Guardians.
So
I'm just kidding. I haven't read it, so I have no idea who the
I've
Temple
read some.
Guardians are.
They basically what they are is I think Venditti introduced them, but they are like half of the Guardians stayed back to. Oh, maybe Jeff Johns actually introduced them, and then Venditti did more of the right. But half the Guardians were guarding the first Lantern or whatever.
When did they start showing up?
In like the first Lantern story crossover.
Yeah, Wrath of the First Lantern.
Wrath of the First Lantern.
Oh, really? Oh,
They
no,
were
I read it.
they were the Guardians that were guarding the first Lantern, while the other half the Guardians
Oh,
were ruling the.
God, that's been forever since I read that. I don't even remember the last time.
So
I
they
read
were
that.
never involved in decisions
God.
that the asshole Guardians were. The Temple Guardians
Yeah.
never gave up
Okay.
emotions and everything.
Yeah, I apologize. It's been so long since I read it.
And so
It's been years.
they,
I don't remember any of that.
After the original Guardians were wiped out, the Temple Guardians gave the corpse to Hal Jordan, and they sort of like were out learning about the universe at the time. So
Okay.
maybe this is them taking a leadership role.
Let's hope. But I'm excited. I'm still excited, and I'm still gonna get it.
All right, so moving on, we got Hellblazer #1.
There we go.
So it will have
Man.
one shot, and then it'll continue series monthly. Simon Oliver is writing. I am a huge fan of Constantine, so are a lot of guys here. I got into Constantine, I guess, with the show when that
Yeah.
came out, even though it got canceled. It was because of the stupid time slot on Fridays. I really liked it, and so then I read a bunch of the original Vertigo 90s Hellblazer stuff. That's all I've read, though, but Joe has been reading the current
Yeah, the
series.
current one.
So, Joe, since you've been reading current Hellblazer and Constantine stuff, what do you think about this?
The writer's name is Sam Oliver, right?
Simon Oliver.
Simon Oliver. I looked him up. Oh. Weird. Ryan.
Don't mind
and
your
Spoon-
swooning session. Just continue. Continue.
Anyway, Simon Oliver wrote like a little mini series with Vertigo Hellblazer. So he has experience with the character. He has experience with the story. And Tinian came out on Twitter and said, like, I have trust that this writer will be good. Don't worry, guys. This series is in good hands. So, we'll see. I think from the cover I saw, it looks cool, and I love this character. I will buy this story, even if people say, "Oh shit." I want to read it and see if it's good.
Sounds awesome. Anything else anyone has about Constantine?
What's Hellblazer about?
Constantine.
Who the fuck is that?
John Constantine.
John Constantine? Mitch?
Yeah.
We've been over this numerous times.
And what do you mean numerous times? This is like the first time it came up.
He's a magic man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll just go with that. He's a
he
magic
deals with
man.
magic.
I'm excited because I've been getting into Constantine the Hellblazer recently, and it's really good. And I fucking
The recent series?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
someone.
I just picked up.
You guys need to read the
I've been
original run.
I read the first
The like
issue.
200 something
Yeah.
issue series.
No, I'm not
From
going to read
Vertigo.
200 issues.
When we
Get
went
out.
to when we went to Erie,
You will.
when we went to Erie and I bought the #1 reprint thing, I did like what I read, and I know my library at home has the first trade with like the 9 issues, so I'll be reading that.
Yeah,
Like, very
it's really really good, and I really like it. So yep. Okay, moving on. Justice League, Rebirth #1, starting July. We'll have 2 issues. It'll be twice monthly. Brian Hitch is writing. Tony
I
Daniel
have no idea
is
who they
doing
are.
the art, and that's awesome. Brian Hitch has written a lot of good stuff. He's currently writing the JLA series.
Is that
Not
good?
Jeff Johns' Darkseid War Justice League series, but the other one. The
No, I know.
JLA.
I know. But like,
Um,
is it good? Is he? is it
I've
good at all?
been wanting to read it. From what I've heard, people like it.
I like the first issue. That's the only one I have.
So the team is almost regular Justice League, but not quite. So we have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, so the Trinity. we'll have Barry Allen Flash. We'll have Aquaman. We'll have Cyborg, just like Jeff Johns' New 52 series. Cyborg replaced the Martian Manhunter as the founder. And then instead of Hal Jordan Green Lantern, we're going to have Simon Baz, and we are going to have Jessica Cruz.
I know that Harry expressed concerns with 2 Green Lanterns being on the team.
I'm just not a fan. I wish there were more. I'm happy with everyone that's on the team. I wish there were more.
Batman.
Yeah, more I wish there were like 3 Batmans.
At least 3.
No. I wish there were more sort of out there choices, like characters that you wouldn't expect, or maybe people that
Like Bizarro.
aren't the characters that have been on the book forever.
Bizarro. Fucking Bizarro.
Because the team it's just pretty much the exact same roster since the New 52 started, but with 2 Green Lanterns instead of 1.
The only reason I'm okay with the 2 Green Lanterns and that whole thing is because if, it's just speculation, but if Humphrey's stuff is not good,
Then we at least get...
then we get them
Justice
from
League.
Brian Hitch, which I think is going to be okay.
I hope that if anything, at least that will be okay.
I have faith in Brian Hitch.
Yeah, if Sam Humphries doesn't do a good job, then at least Brian Hitch could do at least somewhat of a decent job, and it's like, good, okay, I can deal with that.
So,
That's
yeah,
something.
I'm curious about that. So then we move on to Nightwing, which will be twice a month as well, and
Swoogity swoogity.
back to the blue and black costume, not a spy anymore, like we said. It's being written by Tim Seeley, who I believe did some of the,
He was on Grayson.
he was on Grayson. Didn't he help out with Batman Eternal and stuff too?
He might have.
I think he did. Has anyone read Grayson?
Nope.
The first issue?
I've
Like
read
of the
some
New
of it.
I've
52?
not read any Grayson.
Yeah, I read the first issue.
How was it?
It was good. I really liked it. I want to pick up more.
So, I don't know. I guess if you guys like Grayson, then you'll probably like Nightwing.
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
what I'll say. I don't really have a lot to say about it because I haven't read Tim Seeley.
Jesus Christ.
Weird shit going on over there.
Sorry.
Alright, Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Not excited.
Not excited either. It's Scott
I like-
Lobdell.
The Newsarama, like the page we're scrolling through, doesn't even have a picture for it.
Probably because it's Scott Lobdell. This is gonna be Red Hood, Arsenal. I don't think anyone
Arsenal's
knows.
not on it anymore.
The what? Who's
It's like Red Hood, Bizarro's on it.
What's
Someone else that I don't remember.
This is
yeah,
a
Bizarro,
weird
man.
title. I'm gonna say this right now. Out of all the titles, this is gonna be something that Mitch reads.
Yeah, man.
It's got Bizarro in it.
I mean, if it was White Hood, oh wait.
That's
What?
a weird
White Hood?
team. Is
What
there
the
anyone
fuck?
else on
Like,
that?
like as if he's a
Yeah,
fucking
there's one
Klans
more
member or
person.
something.
Yeah, that's-
that I don't
That was the
remember.
joke.
Fucking Jason Todd turns into a Klans
You
member.
can hear what I was
White
saying.
Hood.
Oh god.
Alright, shh. Harry's trying to talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Speak
it's some woman that I don't recognize.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who it is.
Alright, so, who knows? He did New 52 Teen Titans.
He did
right?
New 52 Teen Titans. He did all of New 52 Red Hood and the Outlaws. Like I don't like him as a writer.
No.
I don't like his stuff.
He
Pass.
doesn't like you,
Yeah, I
Harry.
I
know.
won't go with that.
You were talking about that.
I know you were not a fan of his Teen
I
Titans.
don't like his writing.
Pass. Alright, continuing on. The Superman.
No, it's New Superman.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Misprint.
They changed it.
New Superman #1, written by Gene Luen Yang.
Man, there's a lot of Superman coming out.
Yes,
They have the Superman.
he's an Asian Superman that gets some of Superman's powers or gets Superman-like powers in Asia.
So he's like a off-brand Superman.
Yes.
He's the N65.
Excuse me.
He's like the N65.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I guess. I don't know this Red at all.
He's currently writing Superman.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
guess
excited.
this could be good.
He's been writing Superman since Jeff Johns left after his Men of Tomorrow story.
Ooh. Have you been reading now?
Yeah, I really like his stuff.
Cool.
I think he'll be really good. I like the concept and I like the idea, and I'm really interested to see where it goes.
So no
I'm really
one's
excited for
concept
It's
it.
gonna be
of
really
Red
cool. No, because
the
Red Hood
Outlaws?
is gonna be stupid.
So, then we got Titans #1,
Which we already talked about.
which we already talked about pretty much, so we'll skip that. Now we're into August. So TBD to when it's coming out, but we got All-Star Batman.
Yeah, I'm interested
So
in this
Scott
one.
Snyder is going to be writing that. It's going to be a whole bunch of different villains, I guess, throughout it. Some will be longer arcs, some will be shorter arcs, some will be one-shots. It's going to be a whole mixed bag of things. It will be an ongoing series, though. The first series we do know will be, I forget how many issues, at least 4. And it's Batman on the run, on the road with Two-Face. And John Romita Jr. is going to be artist. And for each different little arc, whether it's a one-shot or an arc, with each villain is going to be a different artist. So it's a way for Snyder to work with people he wants to. And
He also gets to work with villains that he wanted to do in New 52.
right,
that
they
he
didn't get
couldn't
an
to.
opportunity to do, yes.
I love, the one thing that got me really excited was because I love Two-Face. I think he's a great villain. He's one of my personal favorite Batman villains. I loved the quote. I love what Scott Snyder said when he says, "I want Two-Face to be just as scary as the Joker." I love that idea. I mean, Two-Face is a actually pretty scary character sometimes. Like he can be a really terrifying like human being. And I love that idea and concept that they will actually go forward with that. And I want to see a more creepy, and a more sinister Two-Face than what we've ever seen before. And I think that's going to be awesome. And I'm so excited because Two-Face is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I can't wait to see why they're like on the road and everything too.
Yeah.
And like where Batman's trying to take Two-Face to, whether it's a prison of some sort, and why people are after them. Like, I have a feeling like, we're gonna have some major like Deathstroke or other major villains like I won't be surprised like trying to hunt them down and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's gonna be like small like run on the mill
The Riddler?
guys. I think Snyder's gonna be like, yeah, can I put Deathstroke in an issue like hunting them down?
Is
Yeah,
this
I think I can.
Is this series going to be like twice a month?
No, it's just monthly
Okay.
at the moment. I really like the new Batman costume. You guys should look it up. It's like pretty similar to what we've gotten with the New 52, except for there's like a yellow outline around the bat symbol, which looks really awesome.
It was introduced in the most recent issue of Batman.
Most recent issue.
Yeah,
Okay,
Batman
cool.
number 50.
Batman is
It was designed by Greg Capullo.
nice.
Greg Capullo.
Capullo is a great artist. I really like this costume.
Yeah, everything about this so far, like with everything, I'm excited because Scott Snyder's one of my favorite Batman writers easily, like as of now.
Yeah.
Like he's so good. I've not been disappointed with the Scott Snyder Batman. I think he's going to do a great job. I have no worries about this one.
For sure.
It's
Plus,
definitely on my top.
Like
top list.
I mentioned, like people like all the Year One stuff. People also like all the All-Star DC stuff. So yeah, this seems like it's going to be great.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. I'm gonna skip over a couple things we go along because some things are monthly, so it's just like the next issue after the one shot. The next thing we got is Blue Beetle's one shot,
Which I'm so excited
which is
for.
being written by Keith Giffen, who's a great writer, and it's going to have
I've never heard of Blue Beetle before. Could you explain who Blue Beetle is?
Sure, Harry, explain it real quick.
Blue Beetle's awesome.
Good job,
Wait, have you seen Young Justice?
Yeah.
Literally the entire second season's about Blue Beetle.
Oh.
Like, literally the entire second
Ted
season.
Cord.
Oops.
Ted
Well,
Cord.
never mind.
He's this guy with the blue
Oh.
alien armor.
And he fights like the Reach and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Now I know. who Blue
So
Beetle is.
Ted Cord is
Okay, never mind. I'm cool. I'm cool with everything.
Ted Cord is the original Blue Beetle. The most recent Blue Beetle is Jamie Reyes.
Jaime Reyes.
Oh, Jaime Reyes? Okay, sorry. He's...
Jaime Reyes.
I haven't read any of that stuff, so I don't know. He's the most recent Blue Beetle. And then Ted Cord is going to be serving as like a mentor.
Yes.
And this also might be a window for Booster Gold, because Ted Cord and Booster Gold are like best friends.
Yeah, and Keith Giffen wrote them in Justice League and kind of solidified them as like one of the greatest comic duos.
Yeah, they're like a buddy cop
And
relationship.
now that Ted Cord's been dead for like forever, so now that they're bringing him back with Rebirth, I'm like super excited because he's a great character.
Did they bring him back
hoping-
with Convergence at all, or no?
He was in like an alternate universe version of
Okay.
Convergence, but otherwise no.
Okay.
But like I do hope that they have at least an issue or maybe an arc where Booster Gold is in it. And they team up with him
That'd be awesome.
because that would be a ton of fun.
So yeah, Blue Beetle seems like it's gonna be great.
I think Deadpool and Cable are the best comic book.
Okay.
Get out of here, you
Then we got Cyborg, which is twice a month starting in August. And Joe, did you want to say something?
No, I'm just stretching.
Okay. Cyborg's being written by John Semper. Mitch, put your hand down.
I wanted to ask a question.
Go ahead, Mitch.
What are you wearing tonight?
Clothes. All right. And I don't think he's ever written a comic book before, but what he has done is a lot of animated show. He did a Spider-Man show, which was that 90s?
I think so.
Yeah, like a 90s Spider-Man show that was really popular.
Oh God, he did the.
And he did Static Shock, too.
Oh my God! Wow.
And so he's writing Cyborg, and he said some really cool things in the live stream. Jeff Johns sort of brought this to the forefront in the New 52, talking about, like, Cyborg, like, is he machine or is he man? And, like, more of, like, that kind of stuff.
Mm.
He seems like he
I am a
really
man.
understands the character.
I am a Muppet.
Mitch.
Just like a side note, who's ready for Jaden Smith being Static Shock?
Nobody.
Dude,
I am.
Jaden
I'm completely
Smith.
ready.
Is that project just be dead, please? Like,
dude,
No,
how can,
I want that
how
to
can
still
Static
exist.
Shock be real
It w-
when electricity isn't?
Ryan, it won't even get past the pilot.
Don't say that.
Wait, like it's
Well, I
it's not going to be a movie. It's
I
gonna be a
don't.
TV
I don't
show?
approve of that blasphemous talk, Connor. Jaden Smith will be the best Static Shock, obviously. Right up there with that other guy.
Great, that other guy.
That other guy that played as Static Shock. I don't know. But hey,
Alright, so we got Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Twice a month starting in August. We got Christopher Priest, who I have no idea if he's written anything before, but I know he's new to DC, so it's pretty violent. I don't really have a lot else to say. Anyone have anything else to say about Deathstroke?
I'll probably check it out because I have read a little Deathstroke and he's pretty cool. It's not bad.
I like him as a
I
character.
like Deathstroke.
I think he's a cool character. I'll
Hopefully
pick
it's
it
a
up.
good series.
Then we got Harley Quinn twice monthly.
Which no one here cares about. Let's move on.
No.
Don't give a fuck.
Jimmy
No, fuck that.
Palmiotti, Amanda Connor,
No.
writing it. They've been writing the New 52 or whatever the latest Harley Quinn series is. I read the first issue and didn't like it.
It was awful.
Sorry guys, I'm not a huge fan of Harley Quinn in the first
I don't
place.
think anyone.
I don't like the
I
art.
No, there's a lot of people that like Harley Quinn. It's just
No, I mean in this room.
No,
Oh, in this room?
in this
No,
room,
I don't
no
think
one gives a
anybody
fuck
likes
about
Harley Quinn in this room.
Yeah,
I-
and I could care less about what
Harley-
they've done.
Harley Quinn was a good character in the Batman animated series, and then after that,
Right.
could care less.
I guess what I'll say is if you guys, comics and everything is subjective. So if you do like the recent run on Harley Quinn and that creative team, then you're getting more of the same.
Yes.
So
Good.
you'll probably like this then. So Suicide Squad
Declan.
is monthly. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I looked at
It's
something
twice
else.
monthly.
Twice monthly.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at something else and got confused because I got confused. I thought Scott Lobdell was writing that too for a minute, and no, he's not. Rob Williams writing it. Don't really know anything about
Jim
what
Lee's
he's
doing-
writing, but Jim Lee's doing
Some of
art,
the
which could be worth the price of admission alone. The team so far consists of
Price of admission? What is this? We're gonna go see the movie, but it's a comic. I mean, I know the movie's coming out in August, but I mean, come
What
on,
do
man.
you have to do to get a comic?
The price of admission?
You gotta buy it.
Well, I know you gotta buy it, but it's
That's
the price,
the price
of admission. Oh shit, dude. Oh.
All right, thanks for backing me up on that one here. So I guess they said that they're not revealing right now the full team. We'll have to find out when it comes out. But right now we know of 4 members, I believe.
It's just gonna be
Deadshot,
characters from the
Katana,
movie.
Killer
Yeah,
Croc.
It's just gonna
It's
be
good.
characters
It's gonna
from
be the
the
characters for the movie.
These
Pretty
characters
much.
are all in the movie. It's just gonna be characters from the movie.
Is
gonna be
anyone interested in this?
Not really. I'm not a big fan of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the New 52 Suicide Squad. It was pretty bad. It was really, really bad.
I don't. Oh, Harley Quinn's gonna be the other one. I think it's what we know of is Deadshot, Katana, Killer Croc, and Harley Quinn. There's probably gonna be a couple other members.
El Diablo's probably going to be in
But-
it. Enchantress, Captain
Yeah, it's probably
Boomerang,
gonna be more guys from the movies. Killer Croc
Probably.
and Katana are straight out of the movie.
Yeah. They even like with the costume design of Katana is like straight out of the movie.
Yeah,
The costume design of Katana from the movie is straight out of the comics.
Oh yeah, that's true.
that's
Alright,
true.
well,
as
I don't
well.
know.
I read like
I
You know
don't
what I mean.
like. I looked up Rob Williams, and I hear he's an okay writer, but it's just like I do like the Suicide Squad a lot. It's just like it hasn't been written well, in my opinion, in recent years.
Mm.
It's been a while since I've read a good Suicide Squad story. I might get one of the issues, like the one shot or the first issue for Jim Lee's art.
Yeah, I'll pick it. I'll probably pick it up for Jim Lee's art, but outside of that,
I don't think I'll pick up
I don't
more
think
than
I
possibly
read it.
the first issue, though.
yeah.
I'll check it out, but I don't know if I'm gonna like
And
it.
plus, like we said, we're not a huge fans of Harley Quinn, so that's kind of a turn off. Excited for the movie, though.
I'm excited for the movie.
there's a Harley Quinn movie.
Optimistic.
No,
and
Suicide
pessimistic.
Squad.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, the movie looks fun.
Supergirl, which I think is just monthly.
I'm really excited for Supergirl.
Steve Orlando is writing this. It looks more like classic Supergirl. New 52 was very, very angry Supergirl, which didn't really bother me a whole ton because I really liked when she became a Red Lantern. It was worth it just for that like arc. But this seems more like traditional Supergirl, so that's more up your alley. It looks like you're going to be getting that. I don't really know a lot about Steve Orlando,
He
though.
wrote Midnighter.
Have you read that?
I read 3 issues. I am very curious to see how he's going to handle Supergirl.
Did you like Midnighter? This is like
Parts of
very
it.
opposite
Parts
from
of it.
Midnighter. Harry, anything?
I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited for all the Superman family titles.
I'm interested. I guess the one thing that kind of got people like what a strange reaction was when he said like Cyborg Superman is the father of Supergirl.
Yeah.
They got a very mixed, strange reaction.
Not Hank Shaw.
That's like
Whatever,
not
I forget
even
what it was.
news though.
I know, but
That's like from the New 52.
I know, but like everyone. Did you hear the audience? Like, did you hear
Like-
that? When they were like, "Oh," like they were like they didn't like that, and then like
I feel like
it was like a really weird mix of "ooh" and "ugh." Like it was such a really odd reaction that I was like, "Oh God, I have no idea how this is gonna be now."
I feel like it was more of.
I want to know what you guys thought about it more or less than
I don't care for that, to be
I
honest.
don't care at all.
okay.
Because
I know it sounded like there were people that were like really against
Well,
it.
I don't understand why it's a problem.
it's for me it's math, but I guess people, I don't know if they were more like shocked at the panel or more if it was just like they're still keeping this kind of thing. Like I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't really care, but I mean, it's just I was just very blown away by that weird reaction. I was like, So I wasn't too sure what you guys thought about it.
It's
that's
whatever.
why I thought.
I don't
I'd
rate that
bring it
much
up.
Supergirl in the first place.
I don't either, so that's why I've. Like,
I
no
do
emotional-
once in a while, but
Yeah, no emotional attachment, so it doesn't matter.
I like her as a character if it's like written well. But
Yeah.
anyways, Superwoman is going to be a monthly series, and there's no one-shot rebirth story for this because this is a brand new character. We only have a sketch right now. We don't know exactly what she's going to look like, color-wise. Looks.
I'm sure it's going to be
You
red,
think it's-
yellow, and blue.
Yeah,
You think
I
so?
can almost guarantee.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be standard.
I was kind of hoping they would mix up the colors a little bit, to be honest, to make her a little different. Like I'm assuming she'll have different hair colors. She won't be blonde
she's
like
definitely-
Supergirl, but I wanted like to differentiate more than just hair color from Supergirl.
I'm sure she's gonna have a little bit of a costume design look that's gonna like make her stand out.
I
as
hope
who
so.
She is. But you know, I mean, for the most part, they're probably gonna incorporate the blue, red, and yellow look to the costume, like how they always have. It'd be weird if they didn't.
Yeah, but I like my '90s mullet Superman. I like my '90s mullet Superman with a black Superman suit, no cape. I like all that stuff. Phil Jimenez, I guess, I don't know.
It's Phil Jimenez.
Is writing that. I have no idea who that guy is.
I don't know who he is either, but
I'm intrigued. It's a new hero, so you know.
I'm super excited for Superwoman. Like I think it's awesome that they're adding like a character that I think is going to be like pretty big. Like, you know, this is a new. Super
As long as she's
character.
completely original, not like New 52 Lois Lane, I will be
I don't
happy.
think she's going to be.
He's apparently written Wonder Woman, Infinite Crisis, The Invisibles,
Well, no,
New
he
X
did
Men,
art on that
Astonishing.
stuff. He did art on all that stuff.
Oh, he did art.
He's
Oh, he's doing. It looks like both. He's writing,
and doing the art on stuff.
Oh, okay.
doing art.
What's like okay? So like, is there anything that like stands out that he's done?
I mean, he did all the art on, or not all the art, but he did art on.
Has he written
Crisis.
anything though?
Writing, it doesn't say.
All right.
But
Well,
it just lists his work.
it still seems cool.
Yeah, I'll still pick it up though. I'll still see how it
I'm
is because
definitely picking it up.
I'm interested in Superwoman, seeing how that goes.
Um.
And do we know who Superwoman is? Is it Lois
No,
Lane?
it's we don't know who it is.
Well, that's what I was saying. I hope it's not Lois Lane, but Harry says he's pretty sure it's not. But yeah, we don't
Okay.
know.
I wasn't too sure if he knows him or not.
I'm gonna put money. No, I'm not gonna actually put money. But I'm thinking she's gonna have red hair. That's my bet. Trinity Rebirth #1. They'll have one shot and then go to the series. It's going to be monthly, and this I guess is going to replace the Superman, Wonder Woman, and Superman or Batman, Superman. I forget the order of the names.
Yeah, it's Batman,
Those-
Superman, and Superman and Wonder Woman.
Those two titles. It looks like it's sort of like merging those.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have the Trinity, and it's being written by Francis. Help me out with his last name, guys. Manipool, and he wrote the first 4 or 5 stories of New 52 Flash.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's written, but that's what I know him from.
Um.
And that was, I'm excited for the Trinity to have its own book, especially after how awesome they look together in Batman vs. Superman. The writer, Francis, his Flash stuff was hit and miss for me. Like, some of it was just, it wasn't, like, bad. Some of it was just kind of okay. But, like, when he did his Grodd stuff, I thought that was really good.
I'm interested because I love the picture that they have for it. Like, I love the sword. And it's got, like...
He's also doing the
Two-Face-
art
it's
as
got,
well.
Like, Joker,
He's writing it and
Two-Face,
doing art.
and Lex Luthor and all that. So it's like they got a really cool rogues gallery, as it seems. Oh, and they also have what was her name? Cheetah.
Oh,
I
I'm
almost
just
said
getting
Cougar.
they're all in the
I
reflection.
was a Cougar, but yeah, it's Cheetah.
And Joker. All right, they're all in the reflection of the sword.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
it
cool.
And so with that kind of a rogues gallery to expect, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm very excited. I like the way I love the cover. I love the way it looks, and I hope that the story ends up being as good as it does because that looked really good.
Well, I'm super excited for it.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely,
What is
definitely very.
The about.
So now we move on to September.
Okay.
So
Remember.
the first thing we're getting is a monthly series starting with the one shot of Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
this is going to be really good because it's Dan Jurgens.
Yep.
Is writing it, which is awesome.
Batman Beyond's a really cool.
Batman
Story.
Beyond's really cool. Love the animated show and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going back to Terry McGinnis, the original
Very
Batman
good.
Beyond from the animated show, instead of the most recent series had like futuristic Tim Drake, I believe.
Yeah,
So this makes me happy.
yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I definitely want to get my hands on a copy immediately of Batman Beyond. What about you, Mitch? You gonna pick up a copy?
No.
Don't be a dick butt now.
Then we got Super Sons, which is a monthly series. And the creative team is kind of up in the air because there are conflicting sources. Some sources say we don't know who's writing it, and some say it's co-written by Chris Burns and Dennis Culver, who I don't know who they are. But I'm going to let Harry talk about this because this is like one of his most anticipated series.
Yeah, this is easily one of the series that I'm most excited for. I love Superman and I love Batman, and I really, really like Damian Wayne. And from what I've seen so far of John Kent from Lois and Clark, I think he's going to be a really fun character. And just the idea of a story of Superman's son and Batman's son going on adventures together, that's just so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because, it's, you guys know about like, the old Super Sons stories?
No,
Actually, no.
I don't.
They're like really old comics where it's like alternate universe stories about Superman's son and Batman's son going on adventures. But they're literally just dressed exactly like Batman and Superman. They're just younger.
Oh, okay.
Like here's them throwing a fit and ripping up a poster.
Okay.
Batman,
so this is
Superman.
this is a real throwback to old.
Yeah, that's what
old
that's
stuff.
what the title is and the idea.
But that's really cool. Like I'm glad that they're kind of throwing it back that far back into their history, because that was like the big thing with Rebirth.
Yeah, it's
is to go
legacy.
back into history, and this is something that sounds really cool. Like, from what I've seen of it, like the idea of it as well, I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah, so I'm super excited because I love Superboy and I love Robin, and I'm super excited to see them title together.
Yeah,
It's going to be a lot of fun. And also, the art's really pretty on
yeah,
the cover.
that
That
looks
look-
great.
yeah, it
Their
does look
costumes
good.
look great.
Yeah.
I love Superboy's costume, and I love the way
think
Damian Wayne's looks.
I think they're great designs.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of art, since I didn't have it up at the time, but this is what Godspeed looks
Yeah,
like.
I already knew. It looks really cool. I think
Oh,
he's
that's
going to be a
cool.
really good villain for Flash.
It seems
but-
cool. I won't be surprised if Godspeed's really successful in that series if they put him in the Flash
I-
TV show on CW at some point. I
I
would not
want-
be surprised.
I
at
want
all.
him to be like a solidified villain for
Oh, I'm sure
for
he
the
will
rest
be.
of the DC universe. Like I want this to be like the next big villain. For the DC
I think it
universe.
could be. I won't be surprised if
I would hope that they.
he has a couple episodes in season 3 towards
Yeah.
the end if he's really
I-
popular, or if they make him a major villain in. It might be too early on to do. Probably too early on to do season 3, but maybe by season 4.
Yeah, I want him to be a reoccurring.
Because they seem
villain.
to be going with
I'm
the
sure he
big
will be.
villains
He seems
as
really
being
cool.
speedsters.
It'd be
in the
really
show.
disappointing if he just was there for just this rebirth arc and then that was it.
I'm sure he'll show up again
Yeah.
in the future.
I want him to continue to be a.
Well, I think also since the writer is a big fan, Josh Williamson, he's I bet he's gonna be sort of not in a bad way, but want to control his character a lot. So I bet he is not gonna kill him off. He's going to be around still.
Mhm.
I imagine that's just how I would feel as a writer too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah. So that's all the titles, but there's one more thing I want to say.
There's one
No,
more
there's
title.
one more.
No, that's all the titles.
There's
Teen
one more
Titans.
title.
Teen Titans?
We did not talk about Teen Titans #1.
Was that not on this?
That's
the very
That's
bottom.
the very
It's the
bottom
last
of the
one on the
list.
list.
It's in October. Because there's.
Oh, I didn't see it because there's no picture. So that's also being written by.
There's a picture right above. Scroll up.
Okay, gotcha. So, gotcha. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Teen Titans is being written
Get
by
fucked,
Ben
Connor.
Percy, who we said's doing Green Arrow as well. The team is Damian Wayne as Robin, Superboy. No Superboy?
No, that's Beast Boy, Kid Flash, Starfire, and Raven.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looks like classic Raven.
Yeah,
Compared-
she's back into an actual good costume.
Same as Kid Flash, Beast Boy,
I wish it was
Damian Wayne, Robin, and then looks more like a classic Starfire as well.
I wish it was Teen Titans Go Raven, where she liked My Little Pony and all that.
On a
Right?
side
Am I
note,
right?
that on a side
That's
note,
kind
that
of
Teen
right.
Titans versus Justice League movie, Harry, how that was good.
I really liked it, yeah.
Was that the first appearance as Damian Wayne as part of Teen Titans ever?
No, he was Teen Titans before Flashpoint.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't read that, I guess.
I'm really excited for this story because they talked about it on the stream, and they said that the plot of the first arc is that there's a Teen Titans and they're doing their Teen Titans stuff, and then Damian Wayne comes in. He's like, "I'm your leader now," and then they're like, "No, you're not." And then the first arc is Robin versus the Teen Titans. It's like him
Nice.
trying to take control, and they don't want him to be the leader. So I think that sounds like a really fun arc.
Yeah, that could be really good.
That is not fun.
I'm really excited for Teen Titans as well. It looks really great. I love the
art's really
I love
pretty.
the art. It looks really good.
So, the last thing I wanted to say, so that's all the titles officially now. But there's one more thing that I want to share, is they didn't share this in the live stream, but there's going to be some other characters / teams and stuff involved in the Rebirth universe. But they said that each of these properties warranted a major story to herald the return and needed room to breathe. So it sounds like they'll get a story arc within existing titles and then either stick around more in those titles or eventually spin off into their own titles. So that includes Legion of Superheroes, which we haven't had in a while because the New 52 Legion of Superheroes didn't do well, so it's been a long time since we've had a title for them. Justice Society of America, which we also haven't had a title for in a long time. New Gods, which I think would be really awesome if they eventually get their own title. And then Shazam.
Yeah, why doesn't Shazam already have a title?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hey man, I'd read Shazam.
I know. I liked Shazam when he was his own little spin-off book during at the end of Justice League.
That was really good.
Those were great. Jeff Johns knows how to write a great Shazam story.
Yeah, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll get surprised and Jeff Johns writing the Shazam title.
I mean,
that'd be really cool.
If Jeff Johns can write anything, he can write Shazam.
That's the other thing, like, he's not, like, besides that 80-page one-shot, he does not write anything, and it's unknown if he's doing the Rise of the Seven Seas, if he's just giving his story to Dan Abnett, if he's co-writing, like, we don't really know.
He's doing some co-writing, but
he's doing a lot of, like, he's the chief creative officer, so he's got a lot of other responsibilities.
I feel like he's just.
But I feel like
he needs to. Everything works out okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope he writes one title though, and that brings to one point. Jeff Johns did Justice League, and then Brian Hitch did JLA, but now Brian Hitch is doing Justice League, and we don't know anything about the Justice League title.
The JLA title. We know about
or
Justice League.
JLA. I'm sorry, because they flip-flopped. So that could be Jeff Johns if he just like, I want the classic title. I don't know. We'll see.
If anything, what I'm most excited about with this whole thing is that the good thing is that now they're all they say to this in the stream is that they're all now together in California. You know, there's no separation where there's one in New York and one's in California, and it took a long time for them to get in touch with each other and there was a delay and stuff like that, and there was a lot of problems with trying to get information back and forth to each other quickly. So what I liked about that is that now they're all in California together, and now I feel like they're going to be a more productive team, and therefore their comics are going to be really good. So I have no concerns really with what DC's doing at all with their comics as of now. With this whole Rebirth thing, this is probably one of their best moves that they've made as a company. This is one of their best moves as a company that they've decided to do, is to go back to their original canon. And I love it. I'm so excited because that's what got me into DC, was when they incorporated their old canon, but it wasn't hard to pick up or to get into because it was like they explain it, so it makes sense. So you're like, oh, I know what's happening, and so you're on board and you just keep going, and it keeps all that continuity, and it's so good. So, that's what I'm hoping it to be. That's what I want this to be. So that's why I'm really excited.
Anyone have anything else they want to add about Rebirth?
Mitch, do you have anything to add, you piece of shit? I'm glad that DC's pulling out a lot of stuff, and like how they're really like trying to make this work and make it look good, and not being like, oh, here's a lot of stuff, please give us your money.
Yeah,
you know.
That's true.
Like, it's not a cash grab. It's like really, they're truly trying to like, you know, bring in like more people and then like keeping their audience.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Definitely. Any last thoughts for Joe?
I really hope Hellblazer's good.
What about Red Hood and the Owl?
You can read that.
That's your book.
I ain't gonna
You read Red Hood and Bizarro, man.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna
Bizarro.
read that shit.
Fucking Bizarro, babe.
Like,
My boy.
Of anything, as long as Hellblazers,
Hell's Blizz.
the Biz Buzz. As long as the
Biz.
Biz Buzz is good, I'm pretty set.
Me too, man.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Rebirth. Can't wait for, Wonder Woman and Aquaman especially. Yeah, so that wraps up episode 2 of our podcast.
Did Harry have final thoughts? Because we kind of
Harry?
I'm just literally excited for almost everything. They're like,
Even the
I
Red
said
Hood.
almost. Everything except for Red Hood.
Oh, what about Harley Quinn?
And Harley Quinn.
Shit.
I'm excited for.
Although we are going to pick up number 1 of Harley Quinn because that's going to be a collector's item.
Yeah, it's gonna go up in
That's going to be big
price.
money.
It's sad that the most recent number 1 of Harley Quinn is going for like $20 on eBay.
Yeah.
It's sad. It makes me
It's
cry.
not sad because I own it.
It's like
Sell it.
I would
Sell-
No, I'll sell it when it's worth more.
I'll maybe buy it, but the art's just so ugly.
Everything about it is ugly.
Is that the one where she's on rollerblades?
Yes.
Fuck that shit.
Also,
It's just,
I have a free
it's-
copy of
and
that.
also there's like a fucking like I think they started it off with like Comic-Con where it was like a Comic-Con like Harley Quinn story.
There's
And that's
an
what's
exclusive thing.
kind of was like to get people excited for Harley Quinn. because they were like, "Oh look, Harley Quinn's at Comic-Con. It's so meta and really funny," and it was just really shitty actually.
She beats the shit out of someone with a hammer. Haha, funny joke.
Yeah, it was like it's just,
What about the Loot Crate one?
the Loot Crate one was awful. It's a terrible number one shot that just came out. Like the most recent Loot Crate had a number one shot of Harley Quinn. It was awful. It was like a genie in a bottle bullshit thing, and it made no sense. There's a scene where she grows bigger tits. That is a joke. She's not even sexy. Fuck. I don't even
Ryan,
care.
do not doubt the power of the mass audience of that opinion.
That's so stupid though. Is that everyone thinks that she's fucking hot, and it kills me.
Yeah, man. I'm into clowns.
I'm sure
Mr.
my
Bubbles
friend
is-
who likes the clown outfit character from Dead or Alive 5 would like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Dude.
Anyways, no, everything looks great though. I'm really excited for literally almost everything as well, like with Harry. So I agree.
It's gonna be
with
good.
you.
Yeah.
All right.
You bet my wallet.
You bet all my money it's gonna be good.
I am spending all of my money on it. So literally every number one, every single one shot, everything that they have that is on that list, I'm probably gonna at least get the number ones for.
Goodbye
Guaranteed.
paychecks.
Oh yeah. Well, at least I got a job now. So
Yeah,
hey,
that's good.
woohoo, I got a job. Yay!
Yeah.
I got a job out of college, so now I'm not gonna be a
Yay.
fucking bum.
Hopefully I can get a job at like digital imaging
Disney
or
World.
something like that. Disney World.
Disney
I want to
World.
work at Disney World.
Oh, Disney World.
Now I want to go to Disney World. I don't want to
Yeah.
work there. I want to just go there.
I
Digital
want the
images.
Mickey Mouse.
I want the Mickey Myth.
I want the mouse.
I want the Mickey
I
Mouse.
want Mickey Meth.
Mickey Mouse.
That's
that's it. That's his
Disney.
new-
Disney buys AMC and they get the rights to Breaking Bad as Breaking Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Exactly, and then it's like they shatter like the glass of it, and it like turns into mouse. It's only like the
It's-
shape of the mouse ears.
It's literally just Breaking Bad, but with fucking key-framed Mickey Mouse faces
It's like,
all over the place.
Oh, Goofy, we have to cook.
Poodle, put this up your ass. Ruh-roh.
Mixing up your series, yo.
And now
Fuck.
Scooby Doo.
No, the Scooby Doo apocalypse thing.
Dude, what about that DC like thing where they were like it was like the racers, the wacky racers?
Wacky Raceland.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
and like they had
I
like
heard
all the
about
other
that.
shit. Like what
Hanna-Barbera.
would happen with that?
Well, it's still happening.
Is
Oh,
it
is it?
Yeah.
good? Because
I don't think it's out yet.
Yeah, it's just not out yet.
I'm also excited for that Gotham Academy Lumberjanes crossover that's coming out, and Gotham Academy second semester.
Yeah.
That's all stuff that I'm excited for too.
What about
Isn't
this-
that technically part of Rebirth?
No.
Oh.
There's like some other
coming.
series outside of Rebirth that are like,
DC like specifically said,
Going
like people
on.
asked like during the live stream, like or at the live stream, they're like, why wasn't Gotham Academy second semester there and whatever? And they're like, that's really not a Rebirth title. Like it's
Oh, okay.
that's really not Rebirth worthy. It's just kind of gonna be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're still continuing. The
It's just a
series.
continuation. It's
Good.
because there is no old continuity to add into it.
Good.
It's literally just a continuation of the past
Okay.
one.
and they're continuing some other series for a couple more issues before they get canceled, kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're going to cancel Gotham Academy, but
I mean, they already did.
what?
They canceled it.
What?
It ended, and then second semester is coming out. That's a second series.
Wait, is it already technically over?
Well, no, yeah, but it's not over yet, but it's been canceled.
Oh, well,
For Rebirth.
Yeah, for Rebirth. Okay. You got me so worried. Like they're gonna stop it. Like they're done. Like they just quit. They just canned it. I was like, no, don't do this to me. Because Gotham Academy is one of my favorites, and although I do hate their yearbook arc that they're doing right now.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty poopy.
It's ever since issue 12, they haven't written an actual like story arc that means anything to the story. Don't fucking touch me. Especially he's gonna pull my
Says
hair.
fucking
I'm not
Ryan
gonna play, I was just
Molester
gonna, like-
Collar.
So, what?
You fucking touched me the whole show.
My name is not Collar. It's
Kohler.
Kohler.
Collar.
You
You're
guys should
supposed to be my friend, Joe. And stop touching.
You keep fucking molesting
I feel like
my
he's like
thighs.
trying to pull my
No,
hair.
I'm just like brushing it.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were trying to fucking.
No, I'm not gonna like.
pluck my hair. I fucking hate you all.
I was gonna like brush it like very like slightly like a.
Oh well, then that's fine. I don't give
Yeah,
a shit
like-
if you brush it lightly. I just thought that you were gonna try and fucking pull out my hair.
No, Mitch is just gonna set it all on fire.
Yeah, man.
That's right. He's not very subtle.
No, I'm not a subtle man. I'll just break your kneecaps.
Okay,
Just
so-
fucking.
So I guess Gotham Academy second semester is not a Rebirth title. Although they put it under it, that's why I got really excited. Well, like I was really confused
Mhm.
and excited because I was like, oh, it's under a Rebirth because during the first announcement, they just had a list of all the shit they're gonna throw out. And Gotham Academy was under there, so that's why I was curious.
Okay. It's still
yeah.
happening.
It's like 11:30.
Yeah, guys.
It's 11:30.
That wraps up episode 2 for Friendship Society of America.
Go
talking
home,
about
Thomas.
Rebirth.
Making comics great again.
We'll do episode 3 probably a week from now,
What are you
and
talking about? We
topic
just gotta start like 5 seconds from now.
topic TBA.
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 TBH.
TBA.
Goodbye.
Connor's mom.
Fuck you, Mitch.
Goodbye, all, and Connor's mom.
Goodbye, Connor's mom. We love you. Please don't leave, even though you probably left already halfway through.
Mitch, I'm gonna fart on your face. I swear to God.
Please do, man. I love some gassy farts.
I'm gonna give you pink eye.
Later, Gator.
Ooh.
Later, Gator.
Ooh.
Later, Gator.
Ooh.
Later, Gator.